What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Eternal Sith here. We're finally live. Is it live? Are we live? No, we're not live still. No, it says that we're live. There we go. We got 4 people. So, guys, we're going to be doing this. We're live. We're here for the first time. We have Megan.
Hey.
We have Jasmine. Hi. We are all here live. So I'm going to be alternating like back and forth like this. So don't mind me, guys. So if you guys see me like going up and down, or I might just do it on my phone and pull up your comments. So we're going to first talk about everything that's going on in Star Wars. Well, actually, we're going to get to know each other because it's the first time we actually ever get to meet live. We're still waiting on Dupree. He should be here pretty soon. So
late as usual.
Yeah, late as usual. So we'll see how this goes. I see here, Power of the Force. What's going on, bro? What's going on? So, like I said, this is the first time we meet. So, Jasmine, I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
We got to go to Frankenson's, if that's what it's called.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
That was pretty cool. How was it? Would you like? I mean, you've been there multiple times. I thought it was honestly awesome. I never been to something like that, so it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
They had one thing I have to say, being out here in LA, or Cali, shall I say? You guys have everything. You guys surpassed New York. Surpassed Jersey. I gotta give Cali credit. You guys literally surpassed us when it comes to collectibles because I haven't seen anything like that ever. I mean, they had the Darksaber there. They had the Ahsoka Clone Wars lightsabers. They had Kylo Ren, which I mean everybody has that, right? Black Series.
You can find some real obscure stuff at that one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
there's like some tables with old stuff you haven't seen in person.
Really?
Yeah, Frankenstein's has got some treasures.
They do. They really, really do. And that's the awesome part is like I've never been to anything like that, and I've been looking. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I will be at work. I know this is like crazy, and I'm gonna put it here. Woohoo, Frank's all master IP. Yeah. Gotcha. I was like, yeah. But anyway, so it was really, really nice. Like I said, I'll be at work sometimes and I'm looking for places to like go get Star Wars things. We have nothing. And that's the worst part. So it's like you're always looking for like these collectibles. And I have to say, they had the sideshow collectibles, like the Hot Toy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The statues. I'm like, oh my God.
It's so different to see them up close like that rather than just browsing the website.
I know.
Through, pictures.
I know. And that was like the best part. So, I mean, we got to go. So yesterday we were there, and it's funny because I almost took a picture. Like I was almost gonna go live, but I was like, you know what? Like this is our moment. I was like, this is the first time we get to meet. Yeah, and I was just like, you know what? Like we'll do a thing another time where we go live and do a whole bunch of stuff. But I have to say, it was amazing to meet you for the first time. It's been such a long time, and I'm truly blessed, truly happy, and I'm excited for what's to come. And we have a lot of things in store, guys, for this panel and just overall for everything for you guys. But this is also my first day meeting Megan.
Yeah.
So it's a pleasure. Yes, I gotta clap it up.
Finally, live in person, the fan band getting together in real life. It's pretty special.
It is. It's something truly special because it takes, it takes such a long time to build this like, how do I say it? I can't even think. The panel.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah. And it's like, we've come through so much. We always, are doing things. And it's nice to see that we finally like came together and are here in LA. Like,
welcome to California.
I know, right? But it is pretty nice. But I have to say, so what do you guys overall? I mean, explain a little bit about yourselves before we keep going. I know we do it like every time, but you could go first. I'll throw it to you, Meg, because now we're here live.
In general, now we're live.
Yeah.
California girl, Star Wars fan for life. Have been on the interesting journey of the Star Wars journey recently. So now I am the cynical, critical one because I am the oldest one here. So I'm the one who grew up with the OT and then the novels, was kind of a little too old for the prequels when they came out. And
you're still young. Stop. You're not that old. Stop. Come on. You're not even. Come on. Don't even.
Yeah, you need the age range on this panel. I hit that older bracket. So we're good. But
I don't know.
You whippersnappers are,
I don't know. Dupree might beat you there in age.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure, actually.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after the live.
Yeah, after the live stream, we'll talk about it.
I try to keep up.
Yeah. No. It's truly awesome. Don't mind me, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to do things so I can pull up your guys' chats. But I mean, this is you see, like right there, I hear the echo. Literally, I just hear the echo.
Yeah,
so
we're figuring out the tech as we go.
That's all it is. But no, I mean, this is truly amazing. Guys, I mean, so much Star Wars news. I mean, Kenobi's coming out.
Mhm.
And we've been talking about, but like I want to talk about it live now.
Oh,
We have Kenobi. Like, what are your
spot.
thoughts? I'm gonna throw it to you guys. What were your thoughts? And I'll throw it to you, Jasmine. What was your thoughts when you saw the Kenobi poster? Take it away, please. I don't even want to. I don't want to look.
The very first time I actually started tearing up, and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna see them again. We're gonna see them again. I want to see Hayden Christensen. I want to see at least one clone. If there's no clone, I will riot. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There has to be at least one clone. But no, overall, like it's very exciting. I think it's gonna be a really good show. There's a lot to look forward to with it. The acting is gonna be good. The other guests that they're gonna have, I just have really high hopes for it. And even if not all expectations are met, I think no matter what, it'll still be good at the end of the day.
Right.
You think so?
Well, the difference between Kenobi and Boba Fett is there's not as many Boba Fett fans as there are for Obi-Wan.
Oh, I don't know. There's some out there.
Obi-Wan
just
and Darth Vader, though, for both of those fans versus the Boba Fett fans.
That means there's a lot more people to disappoint.
I know, because we know how she felt about Boba Fett.
Yeah,
We already
that's
know.
how you feel about any of the TV shows.
Well, then they need to do better.
That's so funny. Guess what, guys? So I actually get to pull up everybody's chat. We have Mojo Quick here saying, "What's up, people?" We have Para. He says, "I am older." Oh no, that's yeah. We have Mojo Quick that says, "Not old, age. There's a difference." Oh, all right. Well, you know what? With age comes wisdom. Majority of the times.
Exactly.
So
when
but-
mysterious age old you reach, look as good.
What?
You will not.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I have two. Oh, look at me. I'm right here.
You're live streaming.
I didn't even know.
Your
I'm live streaming
phone,
from my
really?
phone and also off of it. Oh, this is so cool. I didn't even know. That's cool. You guys get to see two versions. You get to see myself here, and then you also get to see. Oh, but you know what? Yeah, I just realized though I gotta take off my camera because then if not, then
Are they hearing you twice too? Is that gonna?
probably. You know, I just like you know what? I'm gonna do this, guys. Don't mind me. So this one I'm gonna actually remove. Bam, there we go. Cool. So we're still here. There we go. Now you guys can see us. Cool.
There, it's my
So-
okay boomer energy that's like messing up all the.
And it's funny because Jasmine's like, look over there, and I'm looking at you like, just say it. Just say it.
Just look.
I know you're like, just look at over there.
Just trying.
But yeah, no, I mean, overall, I think everybody is way excited for Kenobi. And again, I wanted to, because we there's so much to talk about with that. But Book of Boba Fett, I mean, I want to ask you, Meg, like, were you really disappointed? And be 100% raw. Like, just be honest, girl.
Yeah, and it's hard to have disappointed me because I had zero expectations going in. Boba Fett is not one of my favorites, but I had a lot of respect for the way he was treated in Legends. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of potential here. And because you don't know so much about him, probably the average person, if they're not reading the novels, they really don't know that much, which is why he's such a good character. He's so mysterious. There's so much potential because he doesn't talk much. He's cool.
Yeah.
So you could really do some like badass stuff with him.
Yeah.
Right. And then the way they introduced him in Mando, like he just comes in like a boss and dominates. And then at the end, the little button there to introduce the show, he just walks up into the palace, shoots people, trying to sit down on the throne, and you're like, okay. Right? This guy means business. Like, what's gonna happen? And then you get to the show, and he's pathetic. He can't do anything. He doesn't know what is going on or how the town works or what his job is.
I'm sorry, Boba Fett fans. I'm so sorry.
Has to explain everything to him and try to like hint to him like maybe you need to be a little bit tougher, you know. And he's like, no, I want everybody to like me and be friends. I still like
Rainbow.
So,
I gotta tell you, Rainbow Sweetie says share the snacks. Yeah, so don't mind us. We're eating because I haven't eaten all day. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I had an egg and sourdough bread with avocado.
Oh, welcome to California.
Yeah.
You did it right.
Yeah, right. No, we have it in New York too, actually. They sell it at the little baristas and all that. So.
Oh, okay. Fancy. Yeah. No, snacks are always good anyway.
Exactly. And also too, wait. I can't even lie. I'm not promoting this. I'm gonna turn the brand around.
I know.
But yeah, keep it. Are you drinking anything? Do you have anything in your Coca-Cola?
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, we need to hook that up for you.
The stream is young.
Oh, the stream is young. Okay. So just so you guys know too, we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, we're gonna do this for about an hour and like possibly 30, because we actually have other plans after this where you guys could possibly see us live there too. Maybe on Instagram. We'll do a little Instagram.
Yeah.
A little bit. We'll
fun.
see. We'll see what happens. But she says nice. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, going back to that, I mean, Boba Fett is such an iconic. He is an iconic character. I mean, I can't lie. He really is. But man, did they do him like such a disservice.
There was a lot more potential that they just didn't take. Like, you really could have done some cool stuff with him and kept him kind of like mysterious and kept you guessing, like, how far is he gonna go to rule this place. And he just didn't. He was kind of the weakest link in his own show. Fennec was way cooler than him.
She was. I have to say, she was really badass. One thing I want to put, guys, you can definitely comment in the chat. I will be pulling it up because now I have it on my phone, so you guys can just comment down below. Also, too, I want to say we're going to do a Q&A as well. So if you guys have any questions for these lovely ladies, we have Megan here and we have Jasmine. Please ask away. They have no hesitation. Now we're all live, so we can like literally just.
Oh yeah.
We can go all off. So
my internet's not gonna sabotage us.
Exactly. So you guys are good. Megan will be here for the whole stream, and so will Jasmine. Well, Jasmine's always not kidding.
Yeah,
but
she's usually pretty reliable.
Yeah, but she's gonna saying service, like service-wise, she's always got the service. If not, it's usually Dupree. Dupree's the one who always freezes on us.
Yeah.
That one always freezes. So
amusing.
Yeah, no, we're actually still waiting for him. He should be here in the next probably like 15 minutes.
Okay, wait. What about that finale? When, like, the whole point, he's like, I have to protect my people. These people are counting on me. So he intentionally keeps the battle in the city and destroys everything with his Rancor.
I have bad news for you.
Didn't go and get his ship.
Bad news for you.
To try to kill these droids.
Rainbow Sweetie says, I don't like this negativity. I give the Book of Boba Fett a 10 out of 10 LOL.
Wait, I have something positive to say. Can we at least agree that Fennec Shan and Boba Fett were just delicious to look at? Thank you to the back to scenes.
For a second, I was like, I don't know how I would feel about saying that, but yeah, I'll say Fennec.
Can we disagree? Like, I am the panel simp. So
that is true. She is the panel
how
simp.
much do I say about Thrawn and the clones? I'll say
that is true.
I have no shame.
That is true.
I was telling my boyfriend, I'm so sorry for this.
He's actually, he's actually right here. Yeah.
I was telling him how I think it was Fennec Shan. She could like literally trip me, spit on me, and I would say thank you.
Wow. That was. We went there. We went there, guys.
The panel simp.
Yeah. No, Rainbow Sweetie says I kind of agree with you.
She knows what's up.
No, that's
they
awesome.
got 10 out of 10 on the eye candy.
Yeah. So we're good there. But no, I mean, overall, this show. Look, listen, for myself, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Look, I am so grateful to have more Star Wars content because again, we know as I'm holding this Dorito, I don't know why. Let me put it over here, but. As I said before, it is always awesome to just get Star Wars content because it's been so long. Like, again, like we didn't have it. All we had was the Clone Wars, like the TV show, the animated series, which is a great thing. And right now, I think we said on Wednesday, we're going to talk about it because we're going to do like everybody's going to do their homework, but we're going to watch it, talk about it on Wednesday. I don't know about this Wednesday. That's what I didn't think about the other.
Next Wednesday.
We're going to have to pick back up on that next Wednesday because we are busy. We have, we have a whole bunch of things planned up. Yeah. So this is going to be awesome. But yeah, overall, it was an okay show. What did you think of the show? Like, I know we talked about it, but again, being live here together is just, it's different. And I want to go over it and get everything.
So overall for Book of Boba Fett.
And now I could chew my Dorito.
I overall did like it, but there were a lot of complaints I had.
What were like a few of them?
So,
top 5. I'll give you top 5. Is there 5?
Top 5 complaints?
Yeah.
All right. Some scenes were just too long. Like the fight scene in the finale, oh my god, why did it take 10 years for them to fight?
Why did they keep shooting at the shields on the thing?
I
know.
Guys,
you know this isn't working. Quit doing it.
Ooh.
It was really cool, Boba and Din, but other than that, I'm like, y'all are taking too long. This speeder chase was so stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, the Power Rangers.
Mopeds.
Rainbow Sweetie says, on a side note, Rob isn't a floating head. Appreciate you. So, because normally this show, I do normally have like this part cut off and it shows the rest. So
yeah.
He
actually has a rest of
so you guys can see I actually have real sneakers, real pants, real shirt, hat, everything. And you get to see us kind of dressed up. Yeah. So they get to see us dressed up.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
I think my biggest complaint, and I know for a fact Jon Favreau and or Dave Filoni are listening.
Wow, that's very broad.
They totally watch our channel.
You could have had Danny Trejo in the background with Rancor tacos. Anything. Come on.
You can't do that while I'm drinking beer.
Why did he?
I literally did. I just like almost spit the whole thing out. Like
he should have showed up in the final battle, right?
Yeah. Why was he only there for 2 minutes?
What a waste.
Oh my god, that was a waste. Black Christensen was a waste because like you have this super cool Wookiee, and then here he is for a whole 2 minutes out of the whole season.
Yeah, he lost every fight he was in.
Power of the Force says here, speeder bike chase on Return of the Jedi was better. Come on, right, Megan? What do you think?
Oh well, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
High speed, you
Yeah.
know.
No, I mean, like I said, to me, I mean, that was like, I always got like I think everybody got like the whole Power Rangers, like it was just really funny, you know. But what were you saying? I'm sorry, I lost track. I'm sorry.
No, just I was my complaint. Everything took too long. Danny Trejo didn't have stop pose.
That's what I was gonna say. So actually, like you said, you mentioned about them basically not capitalizing on these certain characters.
Yeah.
I think. Let me ask you this: how do you guys, and I guess I'll throw it to you, Megan. How do you sit there and capitalize on certain characters when you only have 7 episodes? I think that's the deeper question.
You gotta limit it. They keep introducing people like cameo this, cameo that.
Right.
We take tangents that never pay off. The entire first 3 episodes where we spent so long, almost the entire episode with Boba and the Tuskens for no reason. It never came back. I kept thinking maybe when he finally has his final showdown with
Dorito?
the Pikes or whatever.
Dorito? I gotta ask, guys. Hey, we'll switch it. You know what? You get that. I get the popcorn now.
Maybe then he'll call in another Tusken tribe or something, and you'll have almost forgotten about him by then. There'll be the surprise. They'll show up and just tear through the Pikes. It would be kind of satisfying, a payoff, right?
Right. Okay.
Nothing ever paid off from that. They spent so much time with him doing all that, and then I really don't know why.
Okay.
So they just dedicated a lot of time to things that weren't necessary.
Right.
So they could have used that to really develop some of the other characters.
We have a special guest. We have a doggy here. Can you bring her in?
Where's the other Golden Girls?
The Golden Girls. The Golden Girls. Yeah, I mean
cameos.
I know, right?
Always.
I mean, my biggest thing. You guys cold? I know it's getting a little chilly. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right, just let me know. We have some blankets. We'll hook you guys up. We have some. What is it? Those the ones that they have the info commercials that they always do or whatever.
Oh, with the Snuggies?
Yeah. There you go. Ponchos. Yeah, okay. We'll go with ponchos. There we go.
Yeah, it's 70 degrees in California. We freeze. You know?
Yeah, it's. I'm honestly, I'm really chilling. It's really nice weather. I could deal with this. I could live with this all year round.
You're from the East Coast though. You get cold over there.
You'd be surprised, even with this weather. I mean, people still look at me crazy, and I'm wearing shorts in this weather. And people be
You've
like,
been in colder weather.
I know, but I acclimated to SoCal.
Okay,
so where are you originally from?
Northern California.
we both are.
I gotta ask the $1 million question. I know this is probably the dumbest question, but what is SoCal? I don't understand what the
Trash.
What is SoCal? That's what it is? No, you don't look at me like that.
Wait, no, I don't know what you mean.
I'm kidding. No,
Or how would you define it?
Please don't
SoCal,
get mad.
Southern California.
Okay.
SOUT.
Because I hear so much, I'm just well, why didn't you say NoCal?
You say NorCal usually.
NorCal?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, okay, I feel a little bit better. Is it so? Okay, cool.
For the people watching, please don't get mad that I called SoCal trash.
Oh my
Don't get
god.
mad at me.
I don't. Do you know what's funny? A lot of our viewers, I don't even think are from California. Other than us. I think a lot of them are either other countries or.
Yeah, we got some international
Yeah,
viewers. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really dope. So I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, I dig it. I love it. I'm not mad about it at all, one bit. So
Yeah, we love
we're actually
people.
we're all from different areas. We just happen to be here in SoCal.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not from SoCal. I'm not from NorCal. I am from New York. There you go. So
Yep.
That's where I reside.
Coast
so
to coast.
Yeah.
This panel.
yeah, literally, and that's the beauty of it. That's again, it's so amazing to come together and just talk Star Wars. Because who'd have ever thought we would do this?
Well, that's the cool thing about Star Wars. It is a commonality. It brings together people any age from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And if you just like, adventure and characters and just the escapism of this space opera,
Yeah.
then we all have something to talk about.
I'm so sorry.
There's a cat and she's allergic to cats. So
Yeah, so
that's why if you see her crying, it's not because she's thinking about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
That's why I keep wiping my nose and
Or it could be
my
because
voice kind of sounds bad.
no, you actually sound really good. You're fine. I promise you, you're actually really good.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
you did get to.
sorry.
Same kitty.
I'm sorry.
The Baba Yaga. For Baba Yaga means kind of like the. It's basically the boogeyman in John
Baba
Wick.
Yaga.
Yeah, the Baba Yaga in John
So
Wick.
children sleepy tight.
Yeah. Rainbow Sweetie says I'm from South Africa, so yeah, it's chilled. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yay.
yeah, right. It's always awesome. But Oh yes. Oh,
Coming back.
now you want the popcorn.
I've been said I wanted the
I
popcorn.
thought you wanted the Doritos.
I have braces. This is easier.
Doesn't make
Bro,
sense to me.
yeah,
How are
that's
popcorn better than
That
Doritos
has the
and braces? I
kernels.
don't understand.
That.
I don't know.
Okay, we're just gonna continue the stream because we're still waiting on the tree. Anyway, he just showed up. Oh, I think you're gonna be like he's right there. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. No, but yeah. I mean, going back to the whole thing with Boba Fett. Do you think we'll get a season 2?
I can't imagine where it goes from here. Like he spends the whole time like I don't know, not knowing what he's doing, and then at the end he finally is like, I don't think we're cut out for this. So what are you gonna do? Go back to bounty hunting? Like you're so soft now. Like I can't believe. Like what is he gonna do? Retire? He's gonna go live in a bacta tank probably.
Pass it on to someone else.
But then does he die? Like,
fine, but
is he still around in
I don't know
sequels?
where his story goes from
No,
here.
he would still be alive.
well, he's unhaunted, so
I don't know.
he was. Oh well, no, he died. He died, wouldn't he?
What?
What? When
Not
he-
until later.
But then
No, he'll just grow old and die. But like
that's what I'm saying.
he's-
Yeah. So then,
What does he do from here? He's gonna go just like retire and be a farmer. He's gonna Thanos it.
and then
Yeah,
what?
he's got time.
I honestly, to be honest with you, I would love to see Fennec Shand.
Yeah,
Like, give
no, I will watch that show.
I-
Because she's cool.
Yeah, I think if you give her a standalone, I think she'll really kill it. I think she would really. I mean, honestly, she held the show. I forgot. I think it was you that said it. I mean, seeing her, and she looks. I have to say, I mean, she looks really good for her age. She's
Honestly,
about to be 60.
oh yeah, they look really good for their age.
I have no.
Insane.
I don't know. I don't
What
know.
they should do is if it's going to be season 2, it could start as Book of Boba Fett, but then transition into the Book of Fennec Shand,
Right.
and then they could change it.
That
Kind of
would-
like Falcon and Winter Soldier became Captain America. Winter Soldier.
Yeah, like there wasn't even enough about Boba Fett to fill 7 episodes of a Boba Fett show. Like he was hardly in any of them, and most of them was flashbacks to before this story even started taking place.
Mhm.
Right.
So I don't know what they've got left for him to do,
I don't know what's going
except show us a cameo maybe in the next Mando
Right.
season, or yeah, I don't know.
on. Yeah, I don't.
In Ahsoka,
I mean, maybe we could see him in Ahsoka.
but I think he's just a cameo guy now. I don't know that he's got enough story left to have another show.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like it's like what you said before. It's such a waste for like Black Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
You know, even Danny Trejo's character, like that was a waste. Like,
Yeah,
if you're
there
gonna
was-
bring him, why just have him for an episode? or
It
two?
was a bunch of cameos.
So-
Nobody got the time to really become an essential part of the story, or
Right.
to really explore a character arc
Yeah.
Right.
with them, to
Yeah.
to have them learn something or change or impact the world in some way.
Right.
They all just kind of showed up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Scream, fans, clap for me, and then disappeared.
Yeah.
And nothing mattered at the end
Yeah.
of the day. They're not leaving any different than when they started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm trying to put the link on Instagram because
No,
I'm
no,
doing
no,
all
you
the one.
work. We'll
I'm
keep
trying to be an all one
We'll
man
keep
show
talking.
right now with this whole thing with the social
Keep
media
doing
part.
the tech. So
But-
the what's scary is I'm afraid that Obi-Wan's gonna suffer the same problem, because what is everybody talking about? This person's gonna be in it. That person's gonna be in it. This character,
Yeah,
that actor.
yeah.
It's just gonna be just a circus of cameos. And I really want a story. I
Yeah.
really want them to explore the struggle that Obi-Wan's going through, and the things that his character needs to learn in order to overcome the challenges of now living isolated and without being able to use the Force, in hiding, being hunted. Explore that. That's fascinating. Explore that. That's
Oh,
fascinating.
again, I keep putting myself
I
on the
keep putting
screen.
myself
I don't know.
on the screen.
I gotta remove it. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. But Rainbow Sweetie says here, I heard rumors that Tamora Morrison doesn't want to do another season or doesn't want to act as Boba anymore. Nothing has been confirmed yet. What do you guys think
I would
about
believe that. If you watch the interviews where he was kind of talking about the experience of making this season, and saying that he kept telling the director, I feel like I'm talking too much. Like, I want to be more mysterious. I want to
Yeah.
be kind of like unpredictable.
that? Yeah.
And you have me just like expository all the time. Like, what does this mean? And what are we doing here? Well, this is what I want to do. Like, saying really unnecessary things a lot of the time. I
Right.
agree with him.
Right.
I think if he had kept his helmet on a lot more, said a lot less, and just been this
You know-
intimidating figure that everyone's kind of scared of, nobody was scared of him the
Yeah.
whole show. He
Yeah.
grabs a little derpy droid and like, I'm Boba Fett. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's pathetic. That was so sad.
It's funny you mentioned that, and I'll read a comment here. Binksy says a little Danny Trejo is better than no Danny Trejo. And then Rainbow Sweetie says, agreed, Binksy. You know, one of the things, and I agree with you, and I said it on one of our last panels that we were not together, where we were all behind the scenes. I personally think that they should have kept them mysterious, dark, ominous, because again,
dangerous.
Yeah, Jeremy Bullock's version is like, again, like I watched him. Not that I was scared, but I was just intrigued. I was like, I can.
What is this guy's deal?
Yeah, like who really is Boba Fett?
Right.
What does he really bring to the table other than just being a bounty hunter? And I would like I would love to see like a version of that explore the galaxy with a nice Fennec Shen where they're kicking ass.
Yeah,
like, that's something I would love to see.
And when he shows up, everyone else in the room is scared.
Yeah, because like Cad, for example, we didn't even talk about that. Like Cad Bane comes in. Like honestly, I was more fearful of Cad Bane than Boba Fett.
And Boba should have been like that. In every scene he showed up, everyone should have been like, "Oh my gosh, can we help get you anything? And are you okay? Are you happy?" Like, And instead, like everyone's just kind of insulting him, and he's just like,
I you know, and that's one of the things that's disappointing is just like, again, the whole thing of not having the helmet so much. And again, I know, Jasmine, you love seeing I know you love seeing him. I know you simp over him. But for me personally, I think that, again, we could have seen him. Give us an episode like Mando, like where he took off the helmet the one time, you know, whatever. I'm cool with that.
Make it mean something.
Exactly. Make it meaningful. But don't sit there and it just lost meaning. It lost all its backstory, everything that they built so much hype on. Because even in the comics, he didn't take his helmet off. Like,
no.
He doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
Never.
Never.
No, actually, in some of the comics, he would.
But like, it's not
for business.
He doesn't
though.
spend like an entire story or walking around on the street without it, like in front of other people. Like it was very much a part of his menacing figure was that helmet, that outfit, that armor. Like that is Boba Fett. Yeah, and they introduce him in this series off to a weak start by having him be in a back to tank every episode. Like he's sick.
All right, take him to the back of the tank. Instead of the Batmobile, to the back of the tank.
And I actually still don't understand why he was so injured that he constantly had to get dragged back there.
Well, I think I said when he was in the Sarlacc, but he was just very burnt out.
But he had spent years with the Tuskens after that. And was fine.
You know, that's true.
And then he went and he showed up in Mando and was fine.
Right.
And so what had happened between Mando and like when he showed up at Shad Bib Fortuna, sat down on the throne.
What happened?
And the beginning of this series, that all of a sudden now he's in the back to tank 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
What was that injury? Because I don't understand.
I think it was just I want to say it was the burn marks. I think he was just really severely burned where he needed that, I guess, to heal his skin. Because that's what I noticed.
He would get dragged there like in pain and tired, and he was never in that condition before.
Yeah. No, I totally.
So they introduce him in this series as already weakened and kind of needing help. Yeah. But that's not how he was reintroduced in Mandalorian.
Right.
And at the end where we got the like, hey, we're getting a Boba Fett show thing. Right. He was already like, I'm fine, I'm badass, I'm cool, I can take on an entire stormtrooper division. Yeah. So I don't understand why they suddenly reverted him back to this state of being in pain. It would make sense right after the Sarlacc pit.
Right.
But he seemed to be fine right after that.
He was fine.
Because he got dragged across the desert by the Tuskens, beat within an inch of his life, and he was fine.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of it like that, to be honest. And again, guys, you could comment. Mark Edwards here says, how long will it take before Disneyland reskins Galaxy's Edge to look more like Mandalorian? Well, that's been the talk for a while.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the talk. Cool. That would be really cool. And I think that they're trying to...
And hi, Mark.
I was going to say, yeah, that's one of your guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what's up, Mark? We're finally here.
Hire him.
Yes, he is awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things they've been talking about for a while, that they're going to try to get rid of.
On that.
Yeah, they've been trying to slowly... Well, I just heard today, actually, so this is something that came up for the Galactic Star Cruiser, that they're going to actually incorporate Kylo Ren and Rey.
Yeah,
so it's
going to be very sequel trilogy based.
Yeah, so it might be that what they might do is that maybe incorporate them into that, take them out of Disneyland and Disney World and incorporate these new characters, meaning like from the Mandalorian. So,
Okay, so if we want to talk Galaxy's Edge, I
Let's
think
talk
it's
about
so interesting
uh-huh.
that they chose to make it an unfamiliar place
Yeah.
and then not incorporate that unfamiliar place into the movies when they weren't done with the movies yet.
Yeah.
I thought for sure
Yeah.
we would see Batu or even Black Spire Outpost in
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie hasn't been made yet. Now you've got these lands.
Mhm.
Show the characters at this place.
Yeah.
So now we've seen it in a movie.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it. I'm so surprised.
Yeah.
But the way it's set up, it would be really easy, I think, to make it more Mando looking, more,
How do you
get
even
some
do
of those
that, though?
characters
But
in
in
there.
Galaxy's Edge, I can't even picture Mando being around the Millennium Falcon. Like, I can't even imagine that.
Yeah,
That's-
getting her in the Millennium Falcon
In the
would be a little
markets,
bit tough.
maybe
The,
in
the
the lower
marketplace.
in the lower areas.
And then, I
The
guess,
markets.
let me ask you guys this. Again, I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland, so this is like, uncharted territories for me. How do you sit there and walk around as Mando with the child? Is he like in the pod? Like, what? How do you do that? That's a $1 million question.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
Tricky.
I was thinking
Not
about
as
that.
easy as being Rey or Kylo
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Captain Phasma.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, they have the money. If they keep, let's say this is how they could probably do it. Keep Mando in a certain area. Again, I don't know where. You guys know more than me. I have no idea. Maybe.
Yeah, or have him be like a really rare character that would just show up and walk
Yeah.
through really quickly. And
Yeah, could be.
having a child in there would be kind of tough.
Yeah.
You're right.
But wouldn't it be that everybody would want to see that?
I think so.
That's.
I mean, it doesn't make sense in the time period they've said it
I
in,
remember
Right.
Launch
but that's
Bay
a
though.
huge mistake.
Launch Bay, they would have the characters there, and they would just have them in a
Yeah,
room, and
kinda in a
people would
room.
come meet them. So at
That's
least
an
for
option.
Disneyland, they could have Mando in Launch Bay.
And why, now they've got all these TV series, why has no one in a TV series gone to Batu? They keep putting
I have
in
no idea.
comics and
Yeah, they have the comic series. That's right. They
and
do.
now in some of the games, and then of course they're trying to incorporate it into everything surrounding the Star Cruiser,
Yeah.
all the High Republic novels and the comic books that are supposed to be building up the story behind the Star Cruiser. But
yeah.
seriously, it exists now. We've all, except for you, been there.
Yeah.
Put it in
Screw
a TV
you guys,
show.
I'm going home.
Let us see
I'm
it
out to
on
New
the
York.
TV. Let us see the characters we're familiar with now. Go to Batu.
Yeah.
That's like, it could be in a completely different time period than when it exists in the park where we're going.
Right.
But have us see other characters in that space
I get it.
just
Okay.
to make it more real as part of the universe.
But-
It's such a missed opportunity.
I guess this is a question I'll ask for you guys, and again in the comment section, you guys can answer this if you've been to Disneyland or Disney World. So what happens if you change? Let's just say they change all the characters. What do you do with, like, for example, Rise of the Resistance?
That's tricky because that is absolutely First Order, and
So can you
and
really?
Resistance.
Can you? I mean, okay. What if you kept the first? I mean, First Order happens anyway. It's it's gonna be there. I see your face. You don't like the First Order. You're not.
All roads lead to the sequel trilogy.
Exactly. So-
unfortunately, is how this is going to be.
There really is no other way, I guess, to kind of go around it. Because again,
Not with the ride.
no,
You're
not
right.
with the ride. The ride would have to stay. Mark Edwards here says, "My hot take: Christopher Nolan should have full creative control over the next Star Wars trilogy." What do you think?
That would
Agreed.
be an interesting take. I mean, I think it's so far gone from being a consistent world anymore.
He's the one who
Because-
did the no. That's he did Batman.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
Rises.
so he did that one, but then since then he's kind of gone off the rails with this really like weird,
Yeah. Yeah.
cerebral type movies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
that's
would
true.
probably do something interesting with it.
What about Zack Snyder?
I would watch it.
Yeah,
I would
said
definitely-
at this point, give all the crazy directors a Star Wars movie and let it be a standalone
So
thing.
even Ryan
not part
Johnson?
of-
No.
let Ryan Johnson have his own trilogy that's set
Really?
apart and doesn't
Wow.
affect
Let him
anything
go in
else.
something else.
Let him
Go to Transformers, Ryan Johnson.
Oh my god! That's terrible. That is terrible.
Oh,
Oh.
that's fighting words.
Oh, I just realized that.
no.
Oh my god. Power of the Force says Zack Snyder. Yes, I mean, look at what Zack Snyder did with the Justice League. What is it? The uncut or the
Oh, the
The
Snyder
Snyder
cut.
Snyder cut? Yeah.
That was really well done.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was the best like 4 or 5 hours I ever spent of my life watching a movie.
Yeah, I was visiting my parents.
Continue. I gotta get a jacket because I'm actually.
Oh, finally!
Yeah, it's hitting me. Well, yeah, because at least I wear a hoodie every time. So,
Oh,
but you guys can continue.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I went to go visit my parents, and my mom was like, "Oh, let's watch the Snyder Cut on HBO."
How long do you got?
I was like, "Absolutely not. Justice League was trash." She's like, no, trust me. So I was like, "Fine," and I was like, "Okay, it was worth." So I want him to do something with Star Wars, like you said. Give the crazy director
He's
something.
got a unique style that
But,
I think
yeah.
would be an interesting way to view Star Wars through.
But also, Disney needs to stop pretending legends weren't a thing. Start
Yes!
making stories from it.
Yes.
The fact that they're even like getting rid of their old canon stuff, it's like, okay, if you don't even like your own canon, go to the old canon.
Well, they keep poaching things and then giving us a very diluted, weak version of it, like
Yeah.
Thrawn.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
and
changed
quite a few
Thrawn.
other
It's not the
things.
Thrawn from the
It's
books.
not.
I know you guys would know more than that.
So
I just have read stuff. So
they're taking like little ideas that they know we'll latch onto because we're like, oh, that character and that thing, but then they're not doing it justice.
I want to ask you because I know. I guess I can ask you both. I know
Rogue Squadron, which was gonna be a stinking movie, and then it's not.
I know you must be upset because you literally
Okay,
did the gospel.
Well, like the things I had been looking forward to most when I
I'm gonna sit
realized
back because
they're-
Megan's getting into this. So talk to them.
That's why I have my popcorn.
I know.
Actually, just-
Honestly, like I'm gonna just have the Doritos.
I didn't even have
chill.
any whiskey yet. So when
I'm
we
gonna look you
realized
up.
there was gonna be standalone movies and other series and like unlimited television shows, the things I wanted to see the most was an Obi-Wan movie or show and a Rogue Squadron
That's a thing.
show. I don't think Rogue Squadron makes for a good movie because it's so episodic. Like it's an ensemble cast of characters, these fighter
If
pilots.
you guys want.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so nice.
Yes.
I'll take that.
See,
And
we
they
care
can
for our
have-
panel here. We care for the fam.
That's right. Taking care of the fam. Okay, so hear me out. So Rogue Squadron.
I gotta ask while we're live. I'm gonna do this. Like, do you want? I could like. Film?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Like
Give me back the popcorn.
I know.
You're getting interesting. I need the popcorn.
Yeah, keep
okay.
going. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
needs
Yeah.
this. She needs this. Okay, so Jasmine knows because in our group, Sexy Wookiee Squadron,
Hey, bring it back. I was waiting for it.
you
I
know
was
what's gonna
waiting
happen.
for it.
We were reading through a lot of the novels.
Right.
Old and new, we were reading some of the new canon stuff as well as through some legends, and we started reading the Rogue Squadron books.
Right.
And so it's like this constantly rotating ensemble cast of characters that come and go and like have
Well
different
done.
dynamic relationships with each other and like learn things and disappear and come back and rescue each other, and there's constantly these missions.
This is not alcohol. This isn't whiskey. This is
No.
nothing. This is
This is an
It's
age appropriate
Yes.
stream.
this
It's soda.
This is Pepsi or Coca-Cola.
But there's so much potential for them to have like a mission of the week, but with a through line of what they're doing and all these things that they have to overcome, because it takes place right after the fall of the Empire. The
Yes.
New Republic is trying to establish their rule. They're trying to take back all the territory that the Empire had held
Yeah.
from all these like kind of lingering warlords, and this is where Thrawn comes in because
Yes.
he's trying to then build up the remnants of the Empire again, and we got this New Republic. It's not easy. It doesn't turn over the galaxy in a day like the sequel trilogy says it does. And so this is what pissed me off, to bring it back to Boba Fett, about the reintroduction of the X-Wing pilots. Because they're treated like they're just highway patrol now, sitting out there bored, filling out paper. And I'm like, they weren't traffic control at this point. These are fighter pilots. They're in a battle to
This is
take
happening,
back
guys. This is
territory for the New Republic. They're so
Please don't. It wasn't even the cat that did it to you. It was the popcorn.
guys, I'm super serious right now.
I'm super excited. Oh my god, that's so funny.
The highway patrol car.
They are. Let's see, you know exactly what that's how they're being portrayed right now.
If you guys are from California, you know.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're like CHP, like with the mustaches and everything. But Jasmine knows because she's read Rogue Squadron with me. At this point in the story, right at, like in the years, the decade almost following the fall of the Empire, when the New Republic's trying to take back that
Such a
territory,
beautiful book. I
they
will
are
fight for it.
spread thin. They need all the fighter pilots they can get in these X-wing squadrons, and they are fighting battles to try to take back territory, to try to get the capital and reestablish a new government, you know?
Oh yeah.
So you don't have X-Wing pilots you can just send out to Tatooine.
To Tatooine?
Tatooine airspace.
So animated, my gosh.
To stinking monitor like the traffic. Like, no, at this point in the story, you do not have X-Wing pilots to spare for that.
Yeah.
Like, they're fighter pilots and they should be fighting a war.
That's true.
So
But
they've completely missed the mark on the state of the galaxy.
But
at
what
this
war?
point.
What war would they fight?
You got to read.
Yeah, I know.
You got to read. Okay, so think about it.
Tell me.
Think about it, because this is actually a question that I think Disney did not ask themselves.
Okay.
When one government falls and the next one is the one that won, the rebels, basically, the rebellion, they're taking over, it doesn't switch the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
Millions of planets and star systems in overnight.
Yeah.
Everyone's not like, oh, now we're the new republic. Like, they actually have to send out people and reestablish this control and let them know what they mean and bring back representatives. And like the Empire, just because the Emperor's dead, there's still remnants of the Empire. There's still Moffs and governors and everything in all these places that are trying to maintain control, that the New Republic has to go in and be like, no, like, it's ours now. Okay, fight me. Like, this is what's happening. This is where their army needs to be right now. Their X-Wing pilots and Y-Wing pilots and generals and all these things.
I mean, we saw them in the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, just patrolling, as you said.
That's what I'm saying. They should not be patrolling airspace.
Just patrolling for some odd
They're
reason.
still fighting battles.
Yeah.
Thrawn is still out there.
You know, and that's, I guess I'll ask you, because again, you've read the book. You've read Ascendancy, you know? And, Okay, so, and even the other one. What is it? Fall of the Empire, right? Fall.
Oh yeah, like anything.
Okay, anything.
Period.
Cool. So I guess
the new ones.
Not the new ones. Okay, so I guess my $1 million question. This goes for everybody here, and again, you guys. My question to you is: what do you possibly think with Thrawn? Like, what are the things that you've seen happen in Rebels that we haven't seen in the books happen? So meaning, like, what did we get in the books? Like, what's the difference? Why is he such a different character from the books to Rebels?
This is tough because she watched Rebels but hasn't read the books.
I did read the new Thrawn books.
You read the new Thrawn books.
Not all of them, but I read a few of them. So I will say in Rebels, he was like ridiculously soft. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Thrawn on all platforms, and he was very soft in Rebels. In the new Thrawn book, remember we read that one for book club. He was willing to do more to get things done, but from what I've been hearing and the like snippets that I read from like Heir to the Empire, like it's 3 different versions, even though two of them are canon. Those 2 are still different from
each other. And so we read in book club for Sexy Wookiees the new Thrawn novel. We were gonna read Heir to the Empire. We haven't gotten to it.
Oh, because the Thrawn book was my choice, and she wasn't happy about it.
Really?
Well, because it gets closer. Because it's still Timothy Zahn. He wrote it.
Right.
But it's definitely kind of a dumbed down version of his original Thrawn
Can we just
character.
appreciate Eli?
I did love the introduction of that character.
I would die for him.
Yeah.
That was a bonus.
Right.
But
so it wasn't all terrible.
I guess my question is that.
But I haven't seen Rebels, so I can't compare.
Oh no! So have you seen Rebels? I mean, I've seen Rebels, but I just haven't read.
But
the
any
books.
version of Thrawn from a kids show is not going to be
Thrawn. You got to see it too? Oh, nice. What'd you think of Rebels?
I would. No.
By the way, this is Jasmine's boyfriend. I'm talking to
off screen.
Off screen, yeah, this way. Yeah, I just asked him if you like Rebels. So you just
it's watchable. If you want to know what happened in the story.
It's watchable.
Okay. So this is watchable. Okay. Power of the Force says the Tron. Wow, Tron. I know,
That's
Tron.
a whole nother thing.
I know. Thrawn trilogy, outstanding. It is.
It is.
From what I've heard, I mean, again, I've read little things on it, like online. And one of my things about Thrawn is that, from what I've noticed, is that he's very strategic.
Yes.
I mean, you see a little bit of it, I feel like, in Rebels.
He's a tactician.
Right. So you see it there. But I guess I would love to see one of the things, it's in the book as well, I'm sure, is how he rose so quick within the ranks. And I know one of the stories.
Gotta read the books.
Right. So this is my question, because this is one of the things that I heard. Quote me if I'm wrong or anything. Not quote me, but tell me if I'm wrong. Is that in the ranks, as he went up, a lot of other generals were actually upset that he went up so quickly.
it was a controversial thing,
Right,
and like
yes.
he went up because he was just that good.
Yeah.
Right.
But he couldn't be forward facing in the Navy basically
Right.
because he was an alien.
Correct.
So in the story he kind of gets put out where he's not going to be so visible.
Right.
But the Emperor respects him a lot because he's that good.
How does Vader feel about him in the books? Is there any feeling?
In the newer books, I think it's different than the older. I love the newer relationship. It's hilarious to me.
Okay.
It's weird because since then they've established that Anakin and Thrawn knew each other.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard
So
about
there's-
that. I still, you know what? You know how I see this happening, and it's funny because this is like kind of the thumbnail too. I had put it for a reason, and see how it goes full circle without even planning it. So one of the things I know, what I'm thinking is that maybe they take a reference from possibly, not because we're supposed to get clips of him in the Clone Wars armor. Maybe we see Anakin possibly meet Thrawn.
So that was. I don't know if you want spoilers, but I could tell you
From
what
the
happens
book.
with them.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, what happens is they kind of meet each other. Actually, I think it's on Batu. I don't remember. They meet each other like somewhere. They
Okay,
meet each other somewhere, and they happen to do a mission.
but for what? Coffee or
No. Like they just happen to run into each other. And
Just
Blue
coffee?
milk.
Chiz coffee?
he was helping her find, or he was helping him find like Padme. I won't say too much in case someone hasn't read it yet.
Okay.
But yeah, basically they just happen to stumble up.
What
on
the heck
each
is
other
this
and they
from?
help each other. From Thrawn Alliances.
Oh, I haven't read that one. Okay.
So their relationship is like kind of funny, kind of stupid, and I love it.
Oh, so it's a comedic one, like.
To me, it's comedic. To most people, probably not. But it's kind of like they don't like each other, but they tolerate each other. But like in a funny way.
And this is during the Clone Wars.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
towards the end of the Clone Wars.
But and Padme's dead already, you said. I'm like, oh,
No,
I
no,
thought you
no,
said
no,
she's
no,
dead.
they
I'm
were
like,
looking
wait a
for her.
minute.
Yeah, they were looking.
Oh, they
for
were
her.
looking for Padme, so
Yeah.
she had gotten taken or something like that. And
I think she was doing her own mission, and then Anakin,
That's
being
the same.
over controlling,
Oh.
not letting her do her own damn thing, was like,
Oh my
"Let me
God.
go check on my girl. She hasn't checked in like 2 minutes."
Oh my
I haven't
god.
received the transmission from my girl.
Okay,
What's
but
going
to
on?
bring it back again, like you said, so you think maybe we're gonna get some Anakin and Thrawn and stuff? This is my worry for Obi-Wan. Is all of these other?
Character.
What if we see this character
Yeah.
interact with this character? You know what? I just want Obi-Wan. I wanted Obi-Wan as like a one-man show
You
of
just wanted
him.
Obi-Wan. You didn't want
I
anybody
mean,
else.
just Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, like, just he could just be sitting there making dinner for an entire episode, and I'll watch it on repeat. Like, oh,
Yeah.
but I really wanted it to be kind of this like Western one-man show, very introspective character study, just exploring what he's going through and
Yeah.
trying to live a semi-normal life in a country town, not using the Force, not being a Jedi,
Mhm.
not stepping in to help when he knows he should, like dealing with all of these new kind of problems and how it affects him and what he stands for. Really like deep character stuff.
Right.
And that ship has sailed. It is so far gone from that. I can already tell this is just going to be a spectacle. Now there's an Anakin. Now Darth Vader's going to show up. Now it's stormtroopers, and then Ahsoka's going to show up, and then they're going to go to this other planet. We are so far gone from the like deep introspective character study, getting down into what is Obi-Wan going through.
Would you
Yeah.
be okay if those were just the flashbacks to show what he's going through instead of them being like the then and there? They're just flashbacks or their
Before-
visions or thoughts.
Before Book of Boba Fett, I would have said yes.
Cheers.
I don't mind him having moments where he's working through something and has a flashback to work through it. But now we know that a flashback can take up
Cheers.
75% of an episode. I don't want that. Like I want a quick flashback and then watching him deal with it.
So John Cunningham.
Let him act.
I'm sorry, not John. I apologize, Justin. Justin Cunningham says I would love a show version of the Kenobi book.
Yeah.
I love the comic version. I don't know if you guys have read the comic version. So it's like kind of like the same thing. It's just him on Tatooine. He doesn't leave. He's just there. He doesn't even use his lightsaber.
That's what
other
I
than,
want.
Other than I know when he fought Christensen, I know that part. But he like 90-something% doesn't really use it.
Yeah.
He uses a staff. That's the version of Kenobi I want to see, to be
Yeah.
honest. I know we're not getting that. It's already been
No,
confirmed.
Justin is right on the mark. Like
Yeah.
a character study of this guy because we know him so well
19
as
years.
this Clone Wars hero. He's cocky, he's snarky, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then now he's isolated. He's
in
failed.
exile. Yeah.
He's in exile. He's hunted. He can't be a Jedi. He can't let people know who he is. He changes his name. All this, like, what did that do to him, to this character? And let me see that. Like, don't let this be a 2 action scenes per episode, formula that they've been going with on all these shows. Like, really just let this be a still, quiet.
Yeah.
Let Ewan McGregor act. Let us
and he's
see
such a good
what
actor.
makes Obi-Wan tick. What are the things he's dealing with in his mind while he's sitting out there by himself,
correct,
at a distance, watching Luke or whatever. I know we're not going to get that, but that's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that again, going on that is that remember I know you want that part, and I think I do too, because I think it really builds that development, that character development that we were supposed for 19 years. We were told he was in exile. That was was it canon basically? I mean, basically it was.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, it was canon. Well, yeah, it was because it was said.
At that time, it really wasn't explored.
Right. It's just now it's not considerably canon anymore because they changed it up, and that's crazy because they changed it up from the original movie. So like that's gonna be.
Yeah, they keep saying that things from the original movies are slowly becoming less and less canon.
Oh my god!
I know. I guess
I
guess like for
don't
me.
know about this.
Yeah, I don't. One of my things is just how do you really incorporate that? Because again, with this series. They already said, first off, we're not seeing Vader until episode 3. They confirmed that. I don't know if you guys got to hear about that. So they just announced that they're going to be, he will be in episode 3. That's where we'll first see him. And then we're supposed to see Inquisitors.
That's
what do you think? But
there's too much going on. Like, it's not about Obi-Wan anymore.
I love the Inquisitors. I love reading about them.
Right.
But at the same time, there's just too many characters.
Yeah, it's too distracting.
I mean, I love meeting new characters, but it's becoming overwhelming.
Well, technically, they're not new characters already. I mean, they've been.
But like to have so many in one story, that's just too many.
When he should be just in isolation, dealing with his thing, learning how to restructure his life and rethink about his motivations.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, and then you got to think about somebody, fans like me, or even further removed than me, who maybe have only seen the movies. Or me, who's never watched the cartoon shows.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the heck an Inquisitor is. Like that's like they're gonna show up now, and the idea of them is really cool.
Certain shows should just not have that many characters, and if they're gonna do it, read Rogue Squadron so you could see what it's like to have a cast of characters and how to properly give each one time.
Yeah, to make each one unique and make their interactions meaningful, that they impact each other and all impact the story.
Yeah.
But we've seen it in every show they've had so far. The only thing anybody ever talks about is which person showed up in this episode.
I know, that's like the main thing.
It's so distracting. Like, you kind of lose the main character's story and
hold on,
journey
guys.
they're on.
We're going to have a drum roll. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The man of the hour coming in with the monster. Stay here, bro. Stay here. We got Darth Hayden 23. What's going on, bro?
Hey! Come on in. I'll give you the chip spot.
What's going on, bro? So we're talking about. All right. So now so it's funny because we just went up and viewed the moment you came in. So there you go.
That's what we were waiting for.
What I do.
That's what we were waiting for. So welcome, bro. How's the drive?
It's terrible. It's LA.
It's LA.
So that is true. So guys, we finally have basically. Well, we're missing Mariah. We're missing Kevin. We're missing Bella. So we're missing about half. I would say
half the fam.
Half the fam. But we're here, guys. We told you we were gonna do this, and it's finally here. Welcome, man. It's so cool. Can we give it a round of applause? We finally we did it, guys. Yeah. But right now, so I mean, well, without introduce yourself before I keep going, go ahead. Where to find you and everything. Go ahead, do the intro.
We already did that.
You know all the stuff.
Yeah. Go subscribe to him.
You know this guy.
Yeah. Don't follow him on Instagram. Just subscribe to his channel. He needs to we're trying to get this man paid. That's what we want. Get him paid. We'll subscribe to him there. I agree with you. I think that with a lot of these shows, like we're talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? About basically having all these. Let me ask you. I'll throw it at you because I know I was asking Megan and Jasmine. Do you want to see? Would you rather have seen again? We know that they changed it. Would you rather seen Kenobi's story from the original, meaning just him in exile, not really leaving and using his saber much? Or do you enjoy it? Right, just like the book basically, because Justin Cunningham basically was saying he would love a show of the version of the Kenobi book, the original.
No, because like they've been doing Tatooine too much in the show, so
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
they did.
I want to see Kenobi like kind of do stuff off of Tatooine, even though like I originally I would have said all in Tatooine, but we got Tatooine.
Well, so you know what they should have done? Boba should have been someplace else. Mando should have been all over the place, and then leave Tatooine for the Obi-Wan show. Because he really should have been on Tatooine, but now we're sick of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the thing and it's so funny because
in the Ahsoka 2 watch.
Oh my god!
But that's the thing. So it's like that's the hilarious part.
Oh my god!
Please no. And that's the thing is like for so many years, again going back to Luke saying, it's a boring planet. There's nothing to do basically, like from what we all. And now it's like the best club out in the galaxy. Like I gotta go there. Everybody's there. Kenobi.
They got Rancor.
Yeah, Danny Trejo. They got Danny Trejo's character. I mean, come on. I mean, we have the biker gang, the speeder bike. I mean, come on, the Power Rangers. I mean, it's so lit, and it's like now I'm like thinking like, what more could we get now? And it's like with the Kenobi series, we have like so many of like we're gonna get new characters. Like that's not even like a question. And with all these big name actors, who do they play? Like we know the one guy from Fast and Furious. I think he's gonna be playing the one Inquisitor. Which one? I have no idea. Let me ask you guys this: who do you think from the cast that you've heard of, or if you would want, who do you think is playing the Inquisitor, the Grand Inquisitor? That's like the $1 million question, I guess.
I don't actually know who the hell the cast is.
Wait, is the Grand Inquisitor going to be in this? You think?
Yeah.
Wait,
no,
the Grand Inquisitor?
He's
Why would he not be?
One of the
Crying out loud.
So I know Kumail Nanjiani is going to be in it, and I love him.
Okay.
I don't want him to be an Inquisitor. He's too funny.
Okay.
It's too funny.
She's laughing and didn't even get to finish the.
Come on, he was in a superhero movie, and he didn't get to be a superhero.
Oh,
kinda.
He didn't even fight at the end. And he's like, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Oh my god.
I don't want him to be an Inquisitor, but I'm still excited for him to be in it. Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
Okay.
You made a poster video.
Yes, I did, and because again, he is in the show. He actually is cast.
He's one of my favorite comedians, so I don't want him to have too serious of a role.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I really am so upset that he's actually in the Kenobi cast. I'm really upset. I don't like him.
He's up and coming. I think he's good.
I think he's okay. I'm not really crazy about him, but again, that's just my.
Join the dark side. I'm upset that anyone's in this cast. McGregor. I wanted it to be a one-man.
You didn't even want Hayden. Like you wouldn't even have wanted a Vader, like Vader's Vader and Hayden.
That it doesn't make me as mad because I'm like I could see him having flashbacks or like meditations to try to deal with the struggle that he's going through. In which case, yes, you know what? Give us some Anakin Obi-Wan scenes. Give us these flashback of that. But you start bringing in Inquisitors and other characters that now we're gonna have a bunch of action scenes. Like I really wanted an Obi-Wan character study to be more of an emotional journey.
I think because again,
but then nobody would watch it because there's nobody fighting.
I know it's the sad thing.
It's just him just chilling in Tatooine in his hut.
An explosion and 2 fight scenes per episode. That's because there was like 2 fight scenes per episode. They kept to the formula, and I kind of wanted more of a mature like. Something where you're actually watching and you care about the character.
You want a Jeremy Bullock's version of Boba Fett, and I think everybody did. I think that's the one that we're used to. And again, seeing it in the Mandalorian, he was such a badass. Again, when we get Book of Boba Fett, I mean, honestly, I focus more on Mando and Luke. Even Ahsoka. Ahsoka, I was like, oh my god.
The characters overshadowed him.
Yeah. Even Cat Bane.
And I didn't even know who that was, and I liked him more
by the end of his 2
episodes than I did Boba
In 2022, you didn't even know who he was? Come on.
I mean, I was aware that there was a character that's blue that looked like that named Cat Bane. I didn't know what his deal was. I didn't know his story.
She's like, isn't that one of the dudes from the cantina?
Cartoon guy.
Oh my gosh. So Mark Edwards here says here for the panel, if you got to choose your character in the next Star Wars, what/who would it be and why? I'll throw that to you, Dupree.
Choose your character.
Yeah, so I guess.
Mark, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, who would we be, or who would our favorite be, or what
other than Kenobi. Well, we'll just go like that. Other than Kenobi.
I mean, who deserves a show?
Yeah, who do you think deserves a show? Yeah.
Let's answer that.
That's still around in this timeline.
I got an answer if you want to think about it.
Oh
I'll give you
I
time.
always like
Go
talking.
for it.
Yeah,
Like,
she's already.
She's on. By the way, she's drinking special Pepsi.
I
Coke.
know.
Okay, yeah, special.
I didn't even think about it.
Like, I know.
But actually, jumping back into where it started, I would love to see a Rogue Squadron show.
I knew she was gonna go there.
I think the style of that ensemble cast and the always needing to go on another mission and the intrigue and there's always a different kind of action scene is tailor made for a series format.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's so easy. If you just took the Michael Stackpole novels, adapted them, wrote a script out of it, it's done. It's there. It's all there.
Yeah.
And it would be so easy. They wouldn't have to do anything.
Would you
So-
want like each book to be a season?
Maybe a season. That would make sense. Or you don't even have to be that strict about it. But take the same characters. You could even, embellish it a little bit, add a few more little scenes in between so that there's an action scene every episode and a comedic scene every episode. But use those characters as they are. Be true to those characters. Have the overarching mission of that book be the one that they're building towards as the season finale.
Yeah.
And you're good. It's all there. It's tried and true. It's a fan favorite series, so it's gonna
You
work.
just want to see a Gamorrean X-wing pilot.
I
do, and freaking Ewok.
And an Ewok
pilot.
X-wing.
That's all you want.
Yup, Commander. But no, I just love X-wing pilots. I'm sorry, I think it's so perfect, and it's such a fun because there's a lot of action, and then there's a lot of good, diverse characters.
Yeah, and you get to see both sides of the war.
Exactly, and you kind of get to see this time period, which is really interesting, and it's world building, and there's humor and drama and mystery, and there's droids and aliens and people and fighter pilots and this whole Gavin, and then there's this whole rivalry between the Y-wings and the X-wings. And there's the different squadrons. There's Rogue Squadron versus Red Squadron versus. So it's you almost get that loyalty thing that really makes a fan base fun. Where it's like the Harry Potter fan base. Which house do you belong to? But it's the same thing when you get into Rogue Squadron because which squadron is your favorite?
Yeah.
Do you the Y-wing squadron with their whole dynamic or the X-wing squadron? And they've all got different attitudes and kind of they fit into a different team because of their personalities. So it's tailor-made for a series. And it's a crying shame that they haven't picked up on that yet. And they were going to make a movie? No, this isn't a movie format. This is supposed to be a series.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
We had squadrons.
There was
not
a game.
everyone plays the video games. Just not everyone reads
Not
the
everybody
book.
reads the books. Not everybody.
That's true. I'll be honest. I didn't read the books. I just kind of take my Spark Notes and I'm like, okay, good. Now I
But
got
that's
it.
the thing. There's a little something for everyone.
Of
I
course.
don't watch the cartoons and I don't play the games, but I
Right.
read the books and I watch the series and I'm forced into it.
I mean, and it's so going back to talking about the series and everything. Like you said, Rogue Squadron would be one you would kind of.
I would love to see that.
They Master IP man says Vader deserves a show. Would like to see things through his point of view.
That would be interesting.
But I'll be honest. As dope as that sounds, that would be very complicated. That'd be very complicated because he's a dark character already, and it's if the moment he goes light, it ruins it for me at least.
That's the thing.
They would have to have him get his ass kicked like Boba in his show.
Yeah, there's some strong female character that shows him the way every day, and tells him how to do things.
Afra or somebody.
Exactly.
And she's been rumored. You're talking about Afra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been rumored too. So that's another one I would like to see.
But the cool thing about Darth Vader is just kind of the
He's
mystery.
here. We
and
finally
the
got him. We finally got Vader. I just thought about that. We finally got him. He's here. The Vader. There you go. He's here.
You don't want to explore.
Yeah, for real.
You don't want to explore dark
Okay.
characters
Yeah.
too much because it kills the mystery. It kills the intimidation factor that they have. So leave the bad guys alone a little bit. It's okay to explore good guys because they're.
I think
You
we've done
wanna
so many.
see
Good,
the
I think we've done good
complication.
guys for so long.
Well,
I'm so
unfortunately,
tired of
they're
it,
making
honestly.
the bad guys into good guys, or they're making
Oh,
the morally gray character like Boba Fett. It should have been a bad guy show, or at least a morally ambiguous guy show,
That's
where
kind
you
of the
kind
show
of.
that I want.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of want to not be able to predict what he's gonna do. Is it gonna be a good thing, or is he gonna just go ballistic and like be crazy.
What do you want him to come out with a machine gun?
Like really, he should, but he always wants to,
I don't know,
do
I'm
the
just
right
saying.
thing, and he wants to be
machine blaster,
altruistic
there you
and
go.
generous
Machine
and
blaster.
forgiving and respectful. And I'm like, oh no, like we need somebody that you're just like, you don't know what they're gonna do next. Like they're crazy or
They just need to if they're gonna give him a show, just be just like the comics where he's just barely says anything and it's always badass.
Exactly.
Everybody
like,
else says stuff and he's
Exactly.
So Whiskey
It's
Shred
good.
says after the Book of Boba Fett, I wish they'd just leave the classics alone. And
too bad.
what?
Next.
Too
Fine
bad.
by me, but the ship has sailed. Like it's too late. They're gonna ruin every single one of the classics. So
Yeah,
It's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna ruin it. I think it's just gonna change it up. Some might be done for the better. I mean, to be honest, Book of Boba Fett we know didn't do for the better.
Yeah.
But you never know.
I
You never know.
That's what I'm scared of. They're gonna do with Obi-Wan.
I think Kenobi's gonna be just fine because of the simple fact that Jon Favreau's behind it and that he's mentoring basically Deborah
Wasn't he-
Chow.
Wasn't he behind Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess.
He wrote it.
But yeah, well, yeah, but
Don't get me wrong, I love
Yeah,
Jon
but-
Favreau,
Created
but
and
he's
written
not
by-
perfect.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I still have hope that like again, Filoni's gonna put more of his like sauce in it. At least I hope.
Bologna sauce.
Yeah, put the Filoni
That
sauce.
sweet bologna sauce.
You know, I hope so. I hope so. Third Eye Vision says, "How's California?" So far, it's been good. It's a little chilly, but I'll take it. It's not that bad.
Yeah, what happened? He shows up and it's cloudy
I
and
know.
cold.
Ah,
Where'd our
listen,
sun go?
I brought New
I know.
York with me. What can I say? You know, my flight had a little bit of snow on it, but anyway. Boba Fett says, "Hey yo, vibes."
Boba Fett is in our chat?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, wow.
Oh
I'm
man,
sorry I spoke poorly about you.
I'm coming to you, Megan. No.
Oh,
Justin Cunningham
I could
says,
probably take him actually. He's pretty weak.
no, yeah, the new ones, yeah.
What was it? Every time, like you said, he gets his ass kicked in the show. Take a shot.
Take a shot.
Take
Take
a
a shot.
shot.
Take a shot. Take a shot. She's got the shot of Coca-Cola and
We
Pepsi
would
Mix.
die.
Yeah, that is true. Justin Cunningham says, give some of the animators from the anime series a shot at Rogue.
Yeah, you know what? That would be cool. An anime
Is that you or
Rogue
the special?
Squadron
Or the
series.
special Pepsi
I
Coke
actually
talking?
did not like the anime.
She's doing the
episode.
clone smile. She's doing the soup guy. Soup day.
What
Oh.
is my guy.
Yo. Oh,
No,
that's
actually, they got really bold and experimental with the anime
Yeah.
series, and
They
so
did.
if you get
You watched the
them,
anime series, but you didn't watch Clone Wars.
I know. What the heck?
because the anime is nice
Almost like
looking.
you said
Clone
Clone
Wars
Wars?
looks like claymation chunky puppets. Like they're so ugly. They're so hideous. I can't. My eyes bleed when I watch it.
Jeez, so
Ugly.
dark.
Oh
Oh
my
my.
God.
Maybe I
They're
should
hideous.
have heard her
How
right
are you gonna
or
make
something.
Anakin and Obi-Wan look ugly? How dare they? No, the anime is
Yo,
beautiful.
Bella be pissed at you right now.
She'd be crying.
She said, "No, my
No,
house."
She know you guys.
She
we
knows.
love.
She
Bella.
knows Hayden is more beautiful than the Clone Wars
Yeah.
monstrosity version of him.
I mean,
Come
Season
on.
7 of him wasn't too bad. It only took season 7.
It only took 7 seasons.
I'm like
for them to
7
do
seasons
his
later.
face justice.
Oh my.
No, I like
gosh.
that anime, like that dynamic, like action style. That would actually lend itself pretty well to a fighter pilot show. I think.
Oh man. So Mark Edwards says here for the panel, what is your favorite or emotional moment from Star Wars book, TV, or movies? Also, by the way, keep commenting your questions, guys, because Mark has some really good ones. So remember, this is like a Q&A as well.
Yeah,
You guys can
anything. Ask us anything.
ask away, ask any questions you have for these amazing people, because we're finally live here, and we're only going to be here for a little bit more, because then we're going to have some other fun and do some other things. So
Can I just answer his last question real
of
quick?
course,
Yeah,
his question wasn't over because it's getting
Ashley
shook.
pushes her glasses.
Yeah. It's like,
I want my-
G guys,
The business
G
just got
guys.
real.
Well, hello,
Okay.
hello.
Guys, I wore my special glasses for you today.
Oh,
Not my
give it a
regular
round of applause. There you go.
Let me look smart for a
Push the-
second.
push the
Oh, you
glasses
don't
up, show the
just so you put
braces.
out the glasses
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
All right.
ones.
With your bracelet
Oh,
and
yeah.
your
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But okay, I know half of the people watching are gonna hate this, but I want like a Parks and Rec style Thrawn and Eli.
You know what? Get experimental with it. It's fine now. I don't even care.
Hey, I got my whiskey over here. I got my
It's all
Coca-Cola.
ruined.
It's all gone to shit, fuck, Boba.
Yeah. Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Star Wars character, and now
Really?
it's like I'm waiting on the edge of like Judgment Day right now because they are about to
It's
ruin
like as soon as the intro
my
like goes and
favorite-
she's like hated it.
Yeah.
my favorite character.
Just literally the moment they show it, bet you money in the intro, it's like imagine they show like a different character, like they show, I don't know, let's just say Yoda, canceling account, canceling Mariah's account.
Cancel
Mariah's
Disney
account.
Plus account.
Yeah, because
Get me out of here.
so for those of you who don't know, Megan actually uses Mariah Carey's
I do.
mother's account, so you can cancel her mother's account. That's gonna be
God.
funny.
Nobody should watch this.
Yo.
Not even your mama.
Her mom's gonna be like, Mariah, what happened to my Disney Plus account? Gee, Mom, I don't know. Gonna have to ask Megan from Wookiee Squadron.
Yeah.
That one.
You know, they've done
No.
Obi-Wan dirty. I can't let it stand.
Oh my God, Binksy says I'd watch Megan versus Boba challenge.
Oh, and bring it,
Bring it,
Oh, and
You
then
and me.
style.
Thunderdome. Let's go.
Thunderdog.
Thunderdome.
Oh, I thought you said Thunderdog. I'm like, who's
What is your mind on?
I don't know, but I'm like, I heard
That's
Thunder.
Thundercats.
That's what I'm like. Well, that's why I said
Thundercats.
Thunderdog. I'm like
Oh.
Thunderdog.
Oh my God.
No, but
That's what she pictures.
bring Bendu. Master P Man says bring Bendu back.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah. I don't want to see the Bendu. I don't want to see Bendu at all.
All right, to the
No.
person who posted that, because I know who it is. Stop with Bendu already.
We know who Binksy and we know who Master IP Man is. Give yourselves up. We know who you are.
Master It Man.
So like he's very obsessed
Good
with
show.
Bendu. That's like the only thing he liked from Rebels, and he
This
calls
is
my
the-
little dog Bendu.
Bendu? I don't want to. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my God. Dying.
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah,
funny.
he calls my little dog Bendu.
Oh my
He's
God.
like, she's so full of wisdom.
Oh my God.
But yeah, you know what? You were onto something. Mix it up. Do a different format of show.
Parks and Rec
do
style,
like
drawn in
do
real
like
life.
a Parks and Rec style show. Like don't it does seem like all the shows we've had so far have been kind of a similar format.
It has, yes.
Kind of the same tone,
I would
the
watch
same
Rogue Squadron
formula.
with
Well,
Parks and
this
Rec
is the
again.
one
Let
thing-
it be a little bit different. Mix it
Well,
up.
this is one of the things that I'll say here is like, well, I'm gonna read Third Eye Vision's comment. He says, like when George Lucas first let the games be made and was jealous of their CGI. Okay. So I guess this is one of the things I'm gonna say to this is that I personally look, if you're gonna do something like I've said before, have a plan. Have a plan. The way they like again, the sequels, that's a whole nother thing. But with the shows, make it different and have a plan. Don't make them so similar. And also, don't be upset if you have a filler episode. That to me drives me insane. No offense to anybody, but it's just overall you have to understand not every episode can be a hit. And that's the thing. It's one of the takeaways that I say. with
Okay,
Boba
wait,
Fett.
but you're being inconsistent now.
Okay.
If you have a plan,
Right.
there won't be a filler episode. Not
Yes,
when
you
you've
have
got
to.
a 7-episode series.
No.
There is no time for filler.
No.
If you're doing Clone Wars and you've
Or
got
Mando.
100
Mando.
seasons or something, yeah, there's going to be a filler episode
Well, I'm
here
saying-
and there. But if you're doing Boba Fett
Well, I'm saying
and there's 7 episodes,
right.
you don't got time for a whole episode to be a filler.
True, but then look what happens when you sit there and you incorporate other characters and then you rush them in, and then what happens?
Yes.
That's why I don't have
So
too many
don't
characters.
rush in other characters.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
your main character
but if
have
it's,
his story.
but I
Let
guess-
that story breathe.
but if it's only one season, what?
Yes,
what do you
only
do?
one season. Have a plan. I agree
Yeah.
with what you said.
Right.
Have a structure. Have a plan.
Mhm.
Don't make 2 whole episodes be Mandalorian episode
Well,
1
they
and
did
2
say
season
they did
3.
say it was going to be a 2.0 version though,
Yeah.
so you knew that was going to.
so
we
then
have
what
an
is-
idea.
So then what's the point? Let this be a
Yeah.
Boba Fett show. Let every episode have a purpose.
I think it
Have
was
a
just.
plan.
I think number one, more content. Right, that's what they wanted, which they got more content.
Yeah,
which is
I'm
fine.
fine with more content as long as it's purposeful, as
What-
long as it's
yeah.
planned out.
What's the point in having more content if it just sucks?
Could it possibly be maybe they have a plan for after the sequels because they are in talks of doing things like that? So maybe they're trying to build certain stories, maybe to incorporate them. Because
You know,
again,
if they're taking their time with that, maybe it'll be good.
yeah,
But I feel like some of
I
this
think
stuff
so.
is being rushed out and it's a bit frantic and all over the place and it doesn't
Right.
seem structured purposefully.
right,
So I agree with you. Have a plan, have a purpose, let everything build towards something on purpose.
right.
Let it all be to build this character and to give us this character arc, this story.
Mm.
Whereas Boba Fett was kind of all over the place. There was like, first it was flashbacks, and then it was like, let's go with Mando and do his thing. I have
with the
no
dark
idea.
saber. He can't even lift it up and cuts himself. My
Wait,
God.
okay, wait.
Wait.
Dark saber.
There's more.
Where did this whole idea of it being heavy come from? Because when what's his face, the dude, the Empire dude, he was fighting with Moff Gideon was fighting with no problem.
Yeah.
It
Moff
wasn't heavy
Gideon? It's
then.
Moff Gideon. not Moff
Sabine
Gideon.
Wren
Moff
was
Gideon was having no problem.
Moff Giggity. Call him Moff Giggity.
It's
guys.
official now. It's canon.
Yes.
So Moff Giggity had no problem swinging that thing around. It wasn't heavy for him, and now all of a sudden they're introducing these things out of nowhere.
Well, hold on. Wait, before we even keep going with that notion.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Wait,
Tangent,
no.
tangent. I'm
No.
like Book of Boba Fett over here. I'm just gonna go on a whole tangent that has nothing to do with the main point.
No. You're fine, actually. But one of the things I was going to say is before we even get to that part,
Sorry.
can we see? No. You're fine. It just made me think. Wait a minute. I want to know where Moff Giggity even came from. Where's he from?
What's that?
We're good.
That's fine. You don't have to explore every character's
No, but it'd be
backstory, but, like-
where did he come from? Like, what's his pitch? What's his story? What does he bring to the table?
But the thing is,
Where did he get the dark
you're going to
saber?
start
How did he get it?
introducing these moffs. They're still trying to hold on to power,
Yeah,
right? This is what I'm saying. This is your world building.
right.
This is the state of the galaxy after the fall of the Empire. You've got these moffs that are just like, I don't care the Emperor's dead. Like, I still am in control of this sector. Like,
Right.
this is my place. And like, I'm not going to let the New Republic come in here and take over. Let that be your world building. That creates this whole conflict between who we're familiar with as the rebellion. Now they're in charge. They won, right?
Yeah.
But they still got to fight these remnants of the Empire, these moffs that are still trying to hold on to power.
Yeah.
And that is why you can't have X-wing pilots being highway patrol. They are still fighting. They're still fighting to take back this territory against these moffs and their squadrons that they've got.
Right.
Like, it's still a war going on. It didn't end just because they blew up the second Death Star.
Well, apparently they're looking for ID. They're still giving people tickets out. So since we saw
I
what
am
happened with
so
Mando.
mad.
But
Like,
how are they
y'all,
They're up there monitoring, patrolling.
the
They're doing-
X-wing pilots are my jam, and they just turned them into like thinking like the cops, like
Cops,
small
it's the
town
cops.
violent paperwork. What are we doing?
Yeah, you heard him. He's like, yeah, no, we don't. It's not even worth the paperwork. Like, we're good. Like, no.
Yeah,
it's
I
okay.
don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this. I think they need to tell a better, in a sense of a better story. If you're gonna have 7 episodes, like you said before, and like I guess we all said, have a plan.
Each
Have a
one
story.
has to
Don't-
have a purpose.
But I think you know what it is. I think that possibly if it's true that again, there's been back talk, back and forth with Tamar Morrison coming out with another season. If indeed it's that they're not going to do another one, it's possible that they just kind of threw everybody in there so that way maybe we can see them in other things. Possibly.
it's fine, but that makes me sad that like they would treat it so disrespectfully that it would just be like, here's just a cameo show where everyone's just gonna have a little thing to do here and there. Like, this is an amazing galaxy. This is an amazing world full of different kind of characters with different struggles that they're going through and different time periods that you could explore on different planets and all kinds of dynamic struggles and characters and aliens and people that you can explore and jobs, from bounty hunters to crime lords to spice runners to gangs, like
Everything.
all sorts of things, and they keep wasting that. Like, there's so much potential and they're so close, and they're giving us
So you would say
taste.
you're saying that they
of
have
greatness.
they're around they're in the ballpark of basically having it.
They've got their fingers on it, and they're just not taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
And so I think some people are latching onto the fact that there's a lot of potential, and that's what's making them enjoy it.
Right.
But if they really took the time to make the most of what they have, we could get an amazing story with characters that interact and have a purposeful storyline and develop, and they learn and they impact each other and they impact the world, and we learn more about the world. And by the end, it would be so rich and interesting and you would care about these characters and what they're going through and what they're trying to accomplish.
Do you think? I guess okay. So that's a good point you mentioned. Actually, do you think that they maybe lost their way in a sense of building that family, or like we had with the OTs? Like it felt very like they were together.
Yeah.
It felt like a family. Like
it was very focused.
Yeah. So it's like you get in the sequels, and we didn't see them all together. We didn't see them all together until what? Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. We never saw the main three together until the third movie.
Right.
And I think they just got very excited that they had their hands on this world now. And there was so much possibility.
Right.
And so they rushed out, like, just what, I don't even care what's in it, just get something out. Like, put something on our TV. And they're not taking their time to really build a story that does it justice.
I think what had happened was that when they purchased Lucasfilm from George Lucas, I think what happened was that they got the movies. They were like, okay, we need to do something because Star Wars is a very big community.
Yeah, like, go.
Right. So I don't think they really thought of a game plan in the sense of, you know what, how can we build for the sequels in a sense of, you know, creating these new characters that are going to have backstory, that are going to sit there and have meaning to the timeline.
Yeah.
I don't think they really thought that through. I think it was just kind of like, okay, like we have Lucasfilm now, we own it, let's put things out. Like,
put things out.
Honestly, like I think it would have been
quantity
good.
Over quality.
Right. And I think honestly, like I love the whole Disney Plus route. I love the TV shows. You know, I think that would have been a better route to go and then bring the movies out. I think that would have been really cool to do. Because then you build up a story.
Do you remember? Okay, to jump gears to people, it's probably a lot of good crossover. Marvel,
right? Yes.
Do you remember how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
would kind of fill in these gaps, and then every once in a while there would be a movie,
yes,
and something would happen where it would kind of tie in, and it was like it actually was consistent with the movie, but it took its time, and it filled in the gaps, and it slowly built, and you started to care about these characters and how is this going to impact them and how are they going to impact this thing,
right? But
this, it just feels like they're just throwing characters and action scenes at us and nothing really matters.
I mean, even if it wasn't like, I just thought of like, for example, like Spider-Man, right? We got him, the first thing we got him was in the Avengers. Fine, okay, cool. Like we didn't get like movies on him before, but like you did it after that, explained the time before.
Yeah.
So that is something I would have wanted to see if they didn't go the series route. Go that route where, okay, you introduce them. Now, for example, like
now fill it in.
Biggest missed opportunity, and you guys can come in the comment section, and I'll ask you, Dupree, same thing, is the Knights of Ren. Biggest opportunity missed.
Dude.
Yeah, nobody cared about that.
No, but but let's talk about it.
But that's why it's an opportunity.
Right, because in the comic series, they're freaking amazing. Like they're very dark. I like them in the comic series. I would like to see because they.
But not everyone reads the comics. That's the issue.
True, it is
give
true.
Us,
like
give us a
series. The comics anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Dude,
true.
in the comics, they destroyed Yoda's lightsaber, and now Luke's giving it to Grogu. Like the comics, really, you can't. So as much as you enjoy the comics, forget about it. They're not going to treat the comics as canon anymore.
Yeah.
So they may introduce an amazing storyline, or they may dig into like there's some Darth Vader comics that just like go on this story that are incredible.
Yeah.
And they're not going to count. That's not going to be his story anymore. They're going to say, well, whatever we want to shove in this show, even if it contradicts with what we put in the comics, now this is going to be it, even if it's totally weaker than what we just went through and explored in the comics. So whoever's running the story group over there is completely lost the plot. They are not letting things build and add to each other and making this cohesive thing where you can get your main story points from the easily accessible things like the show, but if you want to dig deeper, you get into the comics and then it's richer. No, everything's contradicting with one another, and so you don't even know which plot to follow anymore.
And it's funny because Third Eye Vision said here, I don't know if you guys remember that whole thing. I think we touched on it with the whole Knights of Ren, that they kind of teased a little. It looked like it was in the movie theaters, but it wasn't. You know what I'm talking about? We talked about it, I think, one time. Remember that they released that like little trailer of the guy we didn't know who it was. His character that had two lightsabers. He jumped off of a TIE fighter and sliced it in half. You didn't see that?
That was a fan thing,
right? Well, no, we don't really know.
It's a fan thing,
right? Well, we know it's a fan thing, but so we don't technically know who did it, but it's a fan, right? It's a fan thing. It's a fan thing.
But everyone got excited about it.
Right. But that's my point is like, I think if they really, because I think the Knights of Ren, as much of a missed opportunity, I know you were saying like it's nobody really cares, and it's true, they don't. But I think that there are people who would really be kind of like intrigued with their story because again, we know that they basically recruited Ben, Kylo Ren. So that would be a nice story to see. kind of incorporate it before.
There's a bit of potential there.
Yeah.
See, that's somebody that, like, in the movies we don't care because we're like, what do they even do? Like, they don't matter.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Yeah.
But make us care. Put them in a series. Give us a storyline where we actually are like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? Like, wow, they're crazy. Whatever, make us care. You know who else no one else cares about? Cassian Andor. We're getting a series with him. Make us care.
They're gonna make us care about it. That's gonna be a really
and if they do,
that's gonna be, I think,
that is the point.
But I will say this though, don't be surprised if you get let down a little bit because it is gonna be like you're gonna see Ahsoka and they got cast. You're gonna see Kenobi, he got cast. So I'm sorry.
If Ahsoka could just stay out of something for 5 minutes, I would be so happy. I can't stand her. I cannot stand that character.
For that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, that's me. I know it's controversial.
Trevor White says here, who should be brought to live action from any of the animated shows or games next? I'll throw it to you.
Can put like Dash Rendar or somebody.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
Dash Rendar. Yeah. You go.
Star Killer maybe.
You took mine. Damn, you took mine. No, it's cool. It's
Eli
cool.
Vanto.
Oh. You and Eli, man.
I'll die for him.
Eli.
I'll sim for him.
He's such a cinnamon roll. Like him and Rob's dynamic are just so funny.
Cheers.
I don't have anything.
Whatever.
Cheers. It's okay. I think for me, not that I would want to see, not somebody from like that's been in the shows or whatever from the video games. I would love to see. Hope they don't miss this opportunity. Cal Kestis.
Yeah.
Cal Kestis.
Yeah,
Why not?
What
do you mean? Who cares about him? I want to see him. I still.
You really are a hater.
Yeah, really. The name
Who
suits you.
cares about him? Like, leave him in the video game.
What
He
about
doesn't
Mara
need
Jade?
anything.
No.
She doesn't-
We're not doing Mara Jade.
No?
No, we're not
You
doing
know
Mara
what?
Jade.
That's what I would say. Except
No.
You know my take. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy right now to bring them into live action because they are ruining everybody that they put in live action. They're making them into like very watered down, lame versions of themselves that don't matter.
I think I'll be honest. You know, the most realistic, obviously, like for me, I say Cal. I think if we're gonna see him anywhere, honestly, it would either be Kenobi or Andor.
Yeah.
Honestly, more Kenobi, I would say.
Those are the only two that would make sense for him. It wouldn't make sense for him to pop up in Ahsoka. It wouldn't make sense for him to pop up in Mandalorian.
No, it'd be too far. I mean, he would still be alive.
But it just wouldn't make sense.
I don't want no Jedi after A New Hope. Like, let it just be, I guess, Ahsoka.
It would be better for Andor.
I wish she
No
wasn't
way.
around anymore either.
Really?
The fact that she's showing up and like hanging out with Luke, it kind of ruins his whole.
She's gonna be old,
but
and
it
her
ruins
grandma
his whole journey
after,
of
Rise
trying to
Skywalker,
figure out how to rebuild the
Yeah.
Jedi. If you've got an original Jedi around, like to tell you how to do things, like it kind of takes the pressure off of him.
Yeah. Third Eye Vision says, did we get to see the trailer for the Star Wars Old Republic Legacy of the Sith? Yeah, we got. I mean, did you get to see that?
Is that a game?
It's basically expanded cinematic trailer that they had brought out from back
to the
then.
Old Republic,
August
and all that stuff.
Oh, it was so good. But did you hear that they just brought out recently? I don't know if you guys heard about this too. They were talking about how we might see something from that in the Kenobi series.
In the dark right here.
Let me see. Let's see if
a little bit.
A little bit.
We're shadowy.
Yeah. Let's try to bring up the brightness here. Let me see there. There we go. That should be a little bit better. There we go. There we go. Good. Did you bring the ring light?
No.
Did you even bring the helmet?
We fancy.
Yeah.
I know. We fancy out here.
Where's yours?
In the car. I figured.
Where's your? Yeah. What happened?
You
go got it.
You told
You
me to
didn't-
bring
you don't have your helmets out. I was
Doesn't bring
like-
You were
a
supposed to
helmet.
bring one.
You didn't
Remember?
even know when you showed up whether we had our helmets on.
Mine
or
is
not.
I know.
right
I saw.
there.
All right, we're really
you
good.
guys-
When I was watching,
I didn't make out alive. No, I'm kidding.
Don't worry, mine is right there.
I don't see it.
It's in there.
It's
Right
in the
there,
box.
right
It's
there.
not
It's
in
in
your,
the
it's not on your
aviators.
head.
Oh my
we
gosh.
gotta make this official, guys.
Yeah, we have to. Banksy says, "Get the helmets. Bring those.
Get the helmet.
Get the helmets. Bring
Just
those
for you,
helmets."
Banksy.
There we go.
It's not even the right helmet. It's the wrong box.
I just needed it.
She's
Oh,
a fake. She's a
Christ.
phony.
I was
Mixing it
thinking
up.
she was gonna bust out wedge knives.
Nah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
You told me to bring one. I brought one.
You didn't have it
You
over
asked.
here.
Wait a minute.
It was right there.
I had my car.
Oh my
Get 'em.
god.
Oh, come on, man.
Go
man.
get it.
Save it for the next surprise.
Yeah.
Go get it. Come on, I brought mine.
Put it
Go
on.
get it.
You didn't bring wedge.
You didn't tell me which helmet to bring.
All
Yeah,
right,
you just
you
said
know,
helmet. That's
Yeah.
That
that's
is true. That
He
is
didn't
true.
specify.
You specify.
There it
is.
is. There it is.
You didn't see me
Yes.
telling anybody
Yeah.
anything.
This is the way.
There we go. All right. Sexy Wookiees out. Oh my gosh. No, guys.
Can they even
It's a
hear
new
me in
game
this?
from Bio. Oh, he's talking about the new game. Oh, the one from Bio.
Eclipse.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, not Eclipse.
No, yeah, the other one.
Knights of the Old Republic.
The one with
yeah.
Revan. I
No,
thought you
Old
said-
Republic. Yeah.
Yeah, the Old Republic, not the right, that one. The Knights of the Old Republic. I'm excited for it. Yeah, I think have you
Yeah,
seen
we
it?
talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's exciting.
A
It's
game?
exciting. Yeah.
It's just an expansion
Another
of
game.
an old game.
Guys, I wish I could talk about games. Now, my problem is I'm old and I have no hand-eye coordination, and I get bad anxiety when I'm
So you can't
trying
even
to play
play
a
Rogue.
game.
You can-
She's the character that's running into the wall.
I have-
Hey,
Why
Grand
is
Theft
it going
Auto,
away?
Grand Theft Auto keeps running into the wall. Dang,
I got this thinking, I have the Force Unleashed. I can't get past the training levels of where it tries to teach you the controls because I'm falling off the side of the walkway.
That's such a
Like,
great game.
I have
That's
no
what you
coordination.
I know. That's
Like,
when you know.
I can't do it.
Like I said, back in my day, we didn't have no Force
I
Unleashed, Robert.
can't
We just
walk
went straight.
straight
That was
with
it.
these controls.
We didn't
I'm
make no
falling
right
off
to
the
left.
side of the cliff. I can't do it.
Back in my day, we didn't have hand-eye coordination.
When I was your age.
Yeah, back in my good
I
old
like
days.
watching people play games. Like the
That's
games
cool.
are actually a really good medium for a story and action and introducing new things. So they're really cool, but I just don't have the coordination to play them.
Right.
But they're neat. Like I like to watch them, and if there was like a script version or a novel version, I would absolutely read it.
Yeah. Third Eye Vision says here it's a good universe, one worth 4.5 billion. Yeah. Well.
Absolutely.
it's
That's what
definitely-
I'm saying. There's so much potential that you could mine there.
Yeah.
And they're not tapping into what they could to get really unique and creative with it. They're
Yeah.
sticking to really familiar time periods.
Yeah, they are.
And even when they tried to be like, oh, we're gonna go High Republic, it's like what, 100 years earlier?
Good
Like,
old
what-
High Republic.
give me all the way back to stinking,
Old
Darth
Republic.
Bane
Yeah.
or something
Old
like
Republic
way,
stuff, yeah.
way
Or actually
back.
Old Republic,
Like
yeah.
there's so much you could explore, and there's different
mean-
planets, and we're stuck on Tatooine for 3 series. Come on,
Yeah.
I mean, look
you
at
can
it.
go anywhere.
Well, I mean, look at it. If you think about it, I
They
mean,
even went up to Tatooine and Rebels.
Oh, man.
no, but if
No,
you,
they did for a tiny bit.
Oh my
but
god.
it's still the fact that in every show we've
Every
gotten,
show.
there's
Almost.
Tatooine.
And there's
there.
there's different factions. There's the crime, and then there's
Honestly,
really
you know what
high
planet
class,
I would love to
and then
learn?
there's the military. There's so much you can do.
You know what's a planet I'd really love to explore more? I don't know if you guys would, but Exegol. It just looks like a dope planet. I love Exegol.
Yeah.
It looks like a dope planet. Like
Anything not Tatooine.
yeah, anything.
You really could, or Coruscant, for crying out loud.
Oh,
Said something
It's called the Clone Wars.
Yes, I was just about to say.
that's not
Naboo?
ugly, hideous cartoon. Or
Naboo?
Nalhata, or Naboo, or
Clone Wars, Clone Wars.
Hoth,
Chandrila.
Huh?
Alderaan.
Clone Wars.
Alderaan.
Wars.
Huh?
Alderaan.
Alderaan.
It's on Clone Wars too.
It is.
Barely.
I mean, yeah. What's another planet? Oh, Mustafar.
Eh,
It's on Clone Wars.
Clone
also.
Wars.
Yeah, but
Okay, they visit these places.
Yeah.
But, if you're gonna set a show somewhere,
it's not like they're
set
saying
it
a
someplace
residency
other
there,
than
though.
Tatooine, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
All right, getting serious now. Jar Jar Binks, a Sith or a Cap? Cap. We're really talking like New Yorkers. Cap? No cap. No cap. What do you
I
think?
think it's fun. I think theories like that people actually pull up evidence for. It cracks me up. I love it.
But we
People
know
get
how he
so
died. I mean, we know how he died, right? We all know. Like, not how he died, but what happened. What became. of him.
Well, he became kind of this children's entertainer on the
Yeah,
street. Like
yeah.
it's really sad. But the theory that he's actually dark, and so they're notice that every time he talks to somebody, he uses wild hand motions like a force mind control, and it's, I love it. Anyone
Yeah.
that's coming up with this kind of stuff. And have you ever seen that fan art of him like Darth Jar Jar, where he's kind of
You mean Swole Jar Jar?
no, the
Darth
one where
Jar.
it's kind of
Darth Swole Jar Jar.
the one that where it's terrifying.
Yeah, no,
He's
no.
kind of rotten.
He looks
and,
like bacon?
and dark.
He looks
He looks
like bacon.
he looks like bacon. Yeah, it's true. He does.
You really want to do something
Sith Jar
out
Jar
of
is pretty good.
control?
He looks great. I'm not gonna
that
lie.
would be interesting.
Yeah. Binksy says, Jar Jar 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down. Bring us some, give us some more Jar Jar. Yeah, I mean, look, I at the end, I think that as long as they have, again, going back to what we were saying, a plan,
Yeah.
execute it. I think now with Filoni in charge, I think, look, listen, either way, whatever route or way or whichever decision they make, which the show goes, I think it's going to have a plan and an end goal, because now with the sequels, or I'm sorry, post-sequels, I think they're going to be a lot more involved. I think. I think. I'm not sure. I believe so, because, again, I think it's all going to add up. And they just talked about it recently about doing a post-sequel trilogy now of starting a new Jedi Order, which I think we talked about a little bit, but I don't know if you heard about that.
You know, that's the easiest, most obvious route to have gone. And the fact that they teased us with that by giving us Luke and the establishment of the Jedi Temple with Grogu showing up there,
right,
is almost cruel, because that's the story we wanted to see.
Could you imagine?
We wanted to see Luke establishing that Jedi Temple, and with all those new students. Think of the new students you could have established. That we would have started. We would have learned their little stories, them caring about it. We would have followed Luke, wondering, like, how do I do this? Like, struggling with that. Like, how do I rebuild the Jedi in a way that's not going to fall into the same traps that the previous Jedi Order did? And then we know that he doesn't know that they're all going to die. Yeah. Like, the fact that we start to care about all these kids that show up there, knowing what's going to happen.
I honestly, that's a scene I really want to see. I'm dying to see a scene of, like, all the Jedi, like
all these kids, and then young Ben, who actually is, like, endearing, and we like him, but we know what's going to happen. That would be so
how they killed all of them. Like, I would love to know.
They said some, like,
survived. Well, no, like, I think 1 or 2 survived. No,
they said they took a
what in the comics.
No, in the comics,
that doesn't count anymore.
No, he said it in the book. They said, like, he took a group with him.
Well, I mean, is that really canon though?
It's in the movies. It's in the movie. He literally says it in the movie.
Yeah, but then where are they?
Nobody knows.
Maybe
they were supposed to be like the Knights of Ren, though, right? And then those became a whole different thing. So it's not. There isn't a plan. Back to Rob's point, there isn't a plan. But the story we wanted to see was Luke establishing this new Jedi Temple with these new characters that we could start to love and care about their journey. And are they going to become good Jedi, or are they going to really struggle with something? And how is Luke going to rebuild this? What did he learn? And what does he want to do differently? You know, that is a really good story. Yeah. And they know it, because they gave us an episode of it in Mandalorian / Boba Fett, whatever.
The Bobalorian.
So we know they could do it. And that's a show we're not going to get. Yeah. Those are characters we're never going to meet, except maybe in a comic or something.
What about, you think possibly Broom Boy? Whatever.
Ironically, I really want to explore Broom Boy, because I hate it so much that I just want to love hate it. I want to cosplay Broom Boy.
I love Broom Boy too. I love Broom Boy. That's the one person I'm like, yo, they really should explore.
Let's save the horses, but like leave the slave.
Whatever. But now it's all worth it.
He had the ring. Remember, he had the ring. So how did he get that? Who, like, where did he come from?
Because Rose gave it to him as like, look, we represent the Republic, which has left you in slavery, which means something.
And my question is like, what is he? Who is he? He has to be somebody's son.
No.
Maybe. Could it be? Wait, no. Wait.
Okay, so you're falling into the the Disney trap in that it's like.
David said nobody has to be somebody. He can just be nobody.
Exactly. Not everybody can pop up with the Force.
Well, midi-chlorians. Good old midi-chlorians. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not everyone has to be related to someone. Not everyone has to be connected to someone or somewhere.
Probably just through the Force.
Yeah, they said that about Rey, and look who she ended up.
Third Vision.
Rey helped Skywalker.
Yeah, Third Eye Vision says
nobody.
Skywalker team.
Leave her as a no one. That would have just been better.
Oh my gosh. So Third Eye Vision says, question in theory, The Force Awakens is just a New Hope. Basically.
But like a bad version.
I like Force Awakens. I didn't mind it.
You know what? There was potential there. It set up some interesting things that just got wasted.
Yeah.
So I will not hate on The Force Awakens as much as a lot of sequel haters do.
Yeah.
Even though I am a sequel hater.
I mean, it is the best.
You should do a channel, sequel hater. Sequel hater. Not Darth anything, sequel hater.
It was weak, but when I saw it, and I remember not liking it. I remember not liking it the first time I saw it and feeling bad about that. I was like, I should have liked this. And it grew on me the more I watched it, because I was like, you know what? There's the beginnings of something here. This is just going to be the weakest link in a trilogy. And this has set up stuff that can be built upon and made interesting. But then they ultimately went nowhere with all those things that they set up.
Right.
But if you were to then erase the next 2 movies and just start over with that again, you really could build on it. And I remember those 2 years in between that and the next movie, The Last Jedi, of which we shall not speak. I spit when I say his name. There were so many fan theories. Right on your mic, I'm sorry. There were so many fan theories off of these little minute
spit on the
things
face of people who want to be
that
cool.
The Force Awakens set up that were so interesting. These fan theories that you were like, yes, that makes sense. Like, you could really go there with this. And they were fascinating. And they would have been so cool. And they were better than what we got.
Yeah.
And after that, all of that excitement, all that drive to come up with theories died.
Yeah.
Because ultimately we were told none of this matters. You're all lame for even wishing for it.
Yeah.
It's true. And it's funny because KG says Disney is king of missed opportunities when it comes to Star Wars.
Unfortunately.
Not with Marvel, though.
They bought all this.
Yeah, Marvel, they don't miss anything.
They did it,
Marvel
but they are
Pixar,
now.
yeah.
Like, they're absolutely squandering it now.
Well, they just came out and said, and I know we're gonna talk a little more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, did you hear about the Avengers? No more
Yeah,
Avengers.
no
That's
more
it.
Avengers.
Did you hear
We'll
about
get
that?
Dark Avengers. We'll get other Avengers, but not real
Yeah,
Avengers.
no, not the real Avengers. This
Okay,
is
guys, it's time for positive hour because Megan's going to take a potty break. So let
Positive
everybody
hour.
talk about how much they
Talk
love
about-
everything. And the hater's going to be gone for a minute. So enjoy.
Don't
Enjoy.
trip.
Not tripping.
Where's
Oh.
your helmet?
Where's your helmet?
That's
Right
so
here.
funny.
You're not a Mandalorian. Where's your real helmet?
My X-Wing helmet is at home.
Exactly.
Oh, shut up. It looks pretty.
It does. Is that the Black Series one?
No, my friend painted it and sold it to me.
Oh, that's so nice. That's a nice
You know
one.
which friend.
Oh, that friend.
Like, we don't speak
Yeah.
of that friend here.
No, he's
I
cool.
know.
He's
No,
cool.
I'm kidding.
No,
No, that's
let me
awesome.
see.
Thanks,
see
Chair
this.
Bear.
There you go. We can
See
flex it
this.
a little bit. Oh, there you go. Is it comfortable inside?
Yeah.
Oh wow, it has really nice padding. Damn. Oh my god. I'm like my Black Series
Oh
one
my
doing
God.
it. My heart just dropped. You're like, it just like looked through it. Oh wait, and the next live stream, that'll be the better one. That'll be the one where he's like, no, you know, every what's he say? I forgot.
What?
Next, anyway, next. No,
Thank
but
you, next.
yeah, I don't know. But no, I mean, again, going back to it, I think that Disney, I don't know if it's necessary. I think that the CEOs, I think going forward, they have some sort of a plan. Maybe. I mean, after seeing Book of Boba, what do you think?
They're only
Hold on. Let me bring this back. Okay. This is the one I want to talk about because we were talking about clones. I know Megan will chime in on it. For the
You're like, hurry, we gotta get this up before she come back.
I know. For the Bad Batch, right? So we saw that they teased Mount Tannis. I know we all know what that is. Do you think that they'll really explain it? And do we see Thrawn in the Bad Batch?
I don't want to see Thrawn in the Bad Batch.
Oh, come on.
I love Thrawn. I simp for him. He does not belong in the Bad Batch.
Yo, so Third Eye Vision says, quick, while she's gone, I think she's a little, I think Megan's a little sauced up. No.
Filoni sauce?
Filoni sauce. No, Megan's all, she's doing her. She's doing, it's, you know what it is? It's the sugar in the Coca-Cola. So, you know, it's getting, but it's
We
cool.
have different opinions. That's what makes it so much fun. Because
Yes.
if we all agreed on the same thing, then
That
it's kind
makes
of
us a
boring.
nice toxic community, which I
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
so
man.
I mean, do you guys think that she'll really? Wow, I said she. Do you guys think that they'll introduce? I mean, not introduce show Thrawn in the Bad Batch, or will they really explore the cloning? You know, basically the cloning stuff at Mount Tannis. Do you think so?
They'll wait until like the next season. I don't
Next
think-
season, we only. This
Well,
is the next one.
no.
You mean next show?
No. I don't think they'll put Thrawn in Bad Batch 2. I think they'll do the cloning stuff and leave Thrawn for Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it does. Like, it just putting him anywhere just doesn't make sense. Like, everyone just needs to.
It didn't make sense
not
in
hop
Rebels.
around.
They put Thrawn after Vader, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, so Vader's gone, and now we get Thrawn.
Yeah, that didn't make sense
And it
because.
should have been the other way
Yeah.
around.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It all goes back to that because again, we know how he basically went up in the ranks. He went up because again, Vader was there, Palpatine was there, and it's like to not see the two of them together. It just
It goes Palps, Vader,
Thrawn.
Tarkin,
Tarkin.
and then Thrawn.
Yeah.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that either way, like we were talking about it earlier, you know, we got to see that. Well, hear it in the books where when they, you know, he went up in the ranks really quickly, and everybody kind of was like hating on that he went up. So it would have been nice to see the three of them working together at some point, or kind of like intertwined, but it's like to kind of just throw him in and not even see Vader with him.
Completely unrelated to the other two, and not seeing that complicated
Right,
relationship between
right.
them. Yeah.
Right. So I would have liked to see that aspect or that kind of development on the three of them together.
But that is the problem that they have. They're like, oh,
Right.
people like this character, put that character in, but they're missing the dynamic
Right.
of the story and the interplay of the relationships between the characters. And that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it dynamic. And they just think we want to see this character represented in live action
Yeah.
or in the cartoon show. Like, let's just throw this character in and everyone will clap like seals. Like, no, it's the it's the
Hey, for
story,
the right
it's the
character, we
characters.
would.
Yeah.
You know what we do for a
It's done
second
right, though.
because we know what that character represents and
Right.
we know what the potential is there, and ultimately they don't pay
Come
it
on,
off.
people went apeshit crazy when we saw Luke's friends from a deleted scene.
It's true. It's true. It is not true. It's true.
When
It
he
is
put
true.
the ugly 70s hair and everything.
I know.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
true. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Don't even know their name. They still clap.
Baby
Yeah.
Starklighter?
No,
No,
not
it
Biggs,
wasn't
the
big. It was
friends.
like Wendy and
Yeah,
You
Wendy.
talking about the one at
someone.
You talking
Yeah.
about Tashi Station?
Yeah, those
Oh,
two.
yeah.
That's
And everybody was
nice.
like, "That's Han Solo." I'm like, "What? Han
two.
Solo?"
Han Solo's
I'm
not
like,
getting
what?
punked by the homies at the Tashi station.
I'm like,
No,
no. I'm like,
yeah.
come on,
No.
no.
If Disney's in charge, he might.
Yeah, no. Banksy here says which one of them deserved a different story. I guess out of all of them.
Ooh, what y'all want?
At all, who?
I guess the characters that or whoever we were talking about. I guess Thrawn. Let's say Thrawn. Does he deserve his own story? I think he does in a series.
If done right.
The thing is, he's gotten so many versions of his story in the books
Yeah.
that I don't even know which one they would go with if they did it in a series. They'd have to water it down even more.
Well, that's why I think the Bad Batch. I think season 2 is gonna pick up. I think that first I want to read this. Third Eye Vision says Darth Vader looking like a smooth criminal with the shades at night.
I know. His leather jacket, his shades. This guy was sitting up in the shadows.
Yeah,
like,
right. Just chilling in a corner
No
like this.
helmet.
No
No
helmet.
helmets.
For real, come on, man. You're the Vader here. You're supposed to bring the
Come on,
helmet.
man.
Yeah, where's your helmet?
It's at home.
You said it was in the box. He lied.
What?
He
Get
lied.
your story
no,
He
no.
straight.
lied. He lied.
That is this.
Get him out of
Get
here. Get him out of here.
I have helmets at home. I have helmets. in the
That's
car.
true,
I
actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
he's
all
got
right,
a
all
point.
right.
They're all
As long as you always,
one here, one there.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
All right, yeah. But anyway, going back to I think possibly I think that Bad Batch because that's another thing. Like the Bad Batch, where do they fall into
Nobody
this?
cares.
Well, they do.
Nobody
No,
cares
no,
about
no.
that.
No, don't say that because she loves the Bad
Okay,
Batch.
then
No,
you
I
two
don't.
guys
She
have
likes the
We don't
clones.
care.
I
She
like
likes
the
clones.
I don't
clones.
either. I
You
don't
know
care
what?
about the Bad Batch.
I only like
I
the
like-
clones from Republic Commando. I don't care about the
Oh,
clones from the
Scorch and all
show.
them?
Yeah.
I
No.
don't know. She's like, wait, no.
No, the book series that nobody knows about except me, apparently.
Yeah, no.
The-
Hey, I read the first one with you.
That's right, and
I'm not-
we're gonna
Yeah, we're
going
gonna
to.
work on this.
He's like, I don't read.
I hope. Oh
You-
yeah, no. I don't read the script. The script reads me. I don't read that shit. No, but honestly, I really.
Talking like Dorman 9 or 5. Like you guys know.
I don't
You
read.
know, y'all know.
Like,
Y'all know what I'm talking about. 3
There's
seconds
like
later,
one person that knows what I'm talking
I'll
about.
be waiting on them.
This was before they started the Clone Wars, the show.
Yeah,
There was a series
Well,
called
that's really
Republic.
throwback.
Yeah, I'm
These are
talking like
that's
old,
really far back.
back in when I was your
Back in
age.
my day.
Back in
Yeah,
my day, Robert,
Back
we
in
didn't
my
have no
day
Clone
when
Wars.
we didn't have no Clone Wars.
Do you know how cool they are? One of them gave Boba Fett a swirly.
Yeah, like this is
Straight up,
I'm
it's
talking
well, old canon.
old canon.
Third Eye Vision says what? Third Eye Vision says read what? What's that? It's like read what's
Okay,
that?
I do
It took me
actually.
a second to like.
I want every learn.
Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking because
No!
I forget that. I highly recommend the series Republic Commando. The author is Rebecca, and I'm totally
No,
blanking on the last name.
Karen Travis.
Karen Travis.
Karen
It's
Travis.
Karen Travis.
We don't talk about Rebecca. Rosen.
Yeah, sorry, we're talking. That was a completely different author. Okay, Karen Travis. The show is the series is called Republic Commando, and there are a few books, and this started before they conceptualized the Clone Wars as a series, and so it was about originally what the clones were and who trained them, and it was all based on this Mandalorian culture. And Karen actually invented, world built this Mandalorian backstory, their culture, a language, and all kinds of rules and things that they followed. And it was so rich and it was amazing and it was good. And these characters were so good and how they related with the Jedi and everything. And then all of a sudden, some idiot named friggin', I don't know, Dave Filoni came along and was like, I'm going to make a cartoon show and it's going to be really dumb. And so they were like, oh yeah, cartoons sound good. And so they were like, this series, this novel series is now decanonized. Yeah, I said it. They decanonized this series so they could make a cartoon show about and completely ruined this whole culture that she'd built and these clones that she'd introduced and this relationship between them and the Jedi and the Order 66.
George Lucas actually started the Clone Wars TV show and then brought Dave Filoni on after.
And he was wrong too.
Put your glasses on, Megan. Put those glasses on, girl.
Let me tell you right now, this book series is so good. I didn't care about.
You sound like Goofy. You sound like. She was like, it's so good.
I didn't care about the clones before, and then I read this series, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I actually care about them."
Nice monologue.
And Order 66 and everything. And then as soon as they said, "Forget the series, we're doing a cartoon show," I said, "I will never watch that show." And now you know the backstory behind why I've never seen the Clone Wars.
So Meg,
because Republic Commando was the OG.
So you have a new name. You're no longer Wookiee Squadron. It's actually yeah. It's actually pretty good.
Is it good? Oh no.
Meg the Hater.
Meg the Hater!
I like it.
Yes.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Third Eye Vision says, damn, Meg, change that name to Meg the Hater.
That's it. The thing is, I strongly love what I love, and anything that challenges that is going to be.
You should do something like that. That's a really dope.
Meg the Hater.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
I'm sorry. Like, Darth Hater.
Yeah,
is like way more hated
he's like,
than
damn,
Darth
man,
Hater.
it took me like 10 years to freaking get this Darth Hater shit.
I know.
It took me for a minute.
He doesn't hate half the stuff I hate. So, like, get up
I
to
usually
my
get
level.
like, oh, your name is Darth Hater, but you seem really chill when it comes to your Star Wars.
That's why I just stick with
Meanwhile,
yeah, the real hater, Meg the Hater over
He's
here.
not on my level.
Power of the Force says this is hilarious, Meg. On this one tonight. Listen, we're having fun with it. Like we're drinking, we're having a good time, and that's what it's about, right? I mean, that's what we all linked up for, and that's what we started this panel was to have a good time.
No, and that's the thing. Like I will admit, I come across as a hater, but that's because I love Star Wars so much that it offends me when it's disrespected and it's not done justice. Yeah. Because I know the potential that's there.
I think everybody in the community, like I think everybody could, even like, look, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be blunt. I think even what they're called, considerably toxic fans, whatever that is. I'm not saying that there is, but whatever everybody considers people that dislike certain things. I don't think it's toxicity. I think it's the fact it's just like people have opinions and you're entitled to it. Listen, if you feel that very strongly about, let's say, the most famous one, The Last Jedi.
Right.
I understand it.
I wouldn't
get it.
fight a person that enjoyed it.
Right.
I would be like, I am so glad you found something that you loved there because it was hard for me to find something that I enjoyed. But if you could enjoy something, like, awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it was we won't talk about that movie, like what it was good or bad or whatever.
Right.
There's still parts of that movie that I know you did like.
Yeah. That's any movie.
Exactly.
That's any movie, any TV show that you're gonna be like, you know what, like. You'll sit there and theorize. You'll be like, this would have been cool if it went this way. So it's like perfect example. We all did, even though you say you don't like it, you did enjoy it because you're sitting there theorizing like, oh, this could have went differently if they went this way.
Right.
Or they did that way. So
I'll say there was like 2 parts of that movie that I felt like real Star Wars.
Questions.
I bet we've got one of the same ones.
Was
it Luke and R2 reconnecting in that?
That was a good one. I was gonna say Yoda and Luke.
That was nice.
And then the stupidest one for me was like just the Falcon flying through the planet with Chewie. Being chased by like TIE Fighter. I'm like, okay, that finally feels like
that was okay. You know what? The only scene though was Luke and R2 when they just had that moment by themselves together, and he showed him the Leia projection again, and I was like, this feels alright. This actually feels right on the money.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie in like a good while.
Which one?
Last
Last
Jedi.
Oh yeah, it's been a while.
I haven't even watched. I can literally count on like one hand how many times I've seen.
Oh,
I've
Rise
seen
of
The Force
Skywalker.
Awakens a lot. That one
Yeah.
I've seen more. I enjoyed that one.
I can
a
watch
lot.
Yeah.
that movie in the background. I can
Yeah.
watch that
Yeah.
movie a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one I actually have the
But-
DVD of.
Give me two. I'm in the same thing. So I have the director's cut and everything.
I do. My series goes like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Force Awakens, then Spaceballs. Like I didn't
Oh,
get
come
anything after
on.
that.
We still need Spaceballs too. The search for more money.
You know,
We're still waiting.
Hey,
on
no,
that
that's coming. Actually,
Is it really?
I've seen a peek at the
Yeah.
script.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually
one. No,
happening.
wait. Mel Brooks?
You know what? I don't even think I have Rogue One, and we're on that.
Yeah, we are.
Wait,
So-
what?
Yeah, you guys are in the special
Y'all
features.
like your girls
Yeah, they were
are
the premiere.
actually
They were the
on the
Rogue One
bonus
premiere.
features of Rogue One.
Are you
So in
serious?
case you didn't
Well,
know, you
clap
are
that
standing
out.
among
There's
That's
a
Star
slow-mo.
Wars
There's a-
royalty.
You guys
Yes.
have like 5 seconds of slow mo. You guys like fangirling.
No, I actually talk on it.
Wait,
I have a
you're-
line.
yeah, we
Wait, you're in the
both do.
movie?
No,
No,
the
we're
in
special
the bonus
features.
Oh, the special
features.
features.
Yeah,
Where's
we
the bonus
both
features?
talking it.
Oh,
That's
that's
where
They
I
have
got my
beanies on and
Taylor
everything.
side.
Yeah, we got lines
Beanies
and
and
everything.
Holly?
Yeah.
Really?
It was cold. It was like middle of December.
Freezing cold, but
Okay.
there we
Yeah,
are.
that's where
There
I
was an
got
X-wing on freaking Hollywood
Yeah.
Boulevard and
Yeah.
everything. Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
it
got
was
the lucky
amazing.
shot in the
Oh
X-wing.
yeah, if you follow Sexy Wookiees, you'll see a lot of
It's Meg the Hater.
inclusive
Vader.
like inside the X-wing, special, exclusive, never before seen. You will not see it anywhere else. Shots from inside. I think it's Red 3, I think.
Yeah.
The actual X-wing from Rogue One,
Really?
and I got to sit in there for an hour and a half and take videos and.
They had a TIE fighter at the after party, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a TIE
that's
fighter.
where
So
when
nice.
in the second after party place, that's where they had the bar under the TIE
I was
fighter.
on the side of the street like, hey guys, hey.
Bye, peasants.
Ah, those shades didn't work that time.
Not this
And then shout out to Mark Edwards who got the pictures of Felicity Jones signing my inhaler. That was
That
You
was
should
an
never-
epic
never
moment.
get told.
Epic
That is
moment.
the nerdiest story ever.
Oh my god.
no,
And then put in the class, can you please sign my inhaler, please?
no. So my parents actually told me don't go to the premiere because
You're gonna need your inhaler.
no, because my
You're
asthma
gonna
it was really bad.
hyperventilate.
My asthma
She's
was
a-
really bad, and I was like, I'm gonna die here if I
And then
have
she
to.
saw a
and I'm
Backstreet
listening.
Boy and she was like, Howie!
It was AJ.
What
Hey, that's the reason we got a bunch of autographs.
It's true.
I was
Shout out. I
screaming
had no
at
idea
everyone.
who anybody was.
All right.
This was. So this is actually a fun behind the scenes story. The first time I ever met
Oh my
her
God.
was at the Rogue One premiere, and I didn't have any. Yeah,
Wait,
I
what?
didn't know anybody.
Before you get into your story, I wanna
That's
say
how
this.
we met.
No, you guys can keep it going. KG says this is my first time watching. Y'all are fun. Well, we appreciate
Welcome,
Welcome
to
to
the
the
stream.
channel.
Welcome to the fam.
that. Don't forget to follow everybody here. Subscribe to our channels. We're on YouTube, as you guys know, and Darth here
If you
as
want
well.
to just stick around
Yes.
for the stream and have some fun.
Yes,
Like, we're
and-
just happy to have you here.
And the
Yep.
thing is that the reason why this live stream is so special is because we're all here for the first time ever
Yeah.
meeting.
In person.
And-
Well,
in person.
You.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
me, yeah, they've known each other. This is my first
You the
time.
newbie.
We're
Yeah, I'm
welcoming
the newbie.
him to
No, So
California.
we're still missing Mariah Carly. We're missing Kevin the Mandalorian, and we're missing Jacobella Lowango, which I've been getting her name right, which is pretty good. So right on.
Well done.
But anyway, yes, no. So we appreciate it. Third Eye Vision says, "Sigh, my inhaler, OMG." Yeah, no.
yeah,
Again,
that was.
I got
That
some
was
new
the
ones
story.
that need autographs now.
okay, cool.
Not
Okay,
even a helmet, a freaking inhaler.
No, an inhaler. That is
Yeah.
what she got signed.
Hey, she laughed
I would've
and
been-
she
I-
thought
what
it
would've
was
been worse?
she
Did
thought
it?
it
what
was
would have been worse?
hilarious.
What would have been hilarious?
Yeah, she thought it was hilarious. She was like,
I think
heck
she's
yeah, I'll do it.
hilarious.
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 She signed it.
What would you? Okay, I guess I'll ask you guys this. What would you rather be, your glasses or your inhaler? Go.
To get signed?
Yeah.
Glasses.
Okay.
Well, that's a tricky question. I don't even have an inhaler, so obviously my
But if you
glasses.
had an inhaler,
Oh, no, inhaler. Yeah, that would be a lot better surface area.
really?
Yeah.
Not your glasses.
Inhalers are cheaper than glasses too. You could
If
get
I
that
got like
replaced.
somebody said a super nerdy, geeky celebrity, yes, inhaler.
Okay.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know,
I
like
don't care how nerdy they are. Daniel Logan, please sign my new inhaler.
You're next, Daniel. We're coming for you.
We're coming for you, bro. We're
You
coming
can
for
sign
you. Real
the red
Boba.
one or the yellow one. I'll let you pick.
Up to you.
Up to you. Up to you. Man. That's so funny. Here we have KG says inhaler. LOL. Binksy says, imagine they sign your glasses and you can't see them on your way back home.
no,
Yeah,
it's not your
I'm
face.
sure
I'm never taking these glasses off. I don't care.
One eye.
Yeah.
Trying to drive.
I don't care. Hayden Christensen's on here. I don't care. I'm never
It's
taking
on
it
my
off.
face.
Yes, on my face.
I've
That's it.
had somebody sign my body before.
What?
Yeah, I didn't have any room left on like the shirt I had or whatever, so I was like, sign my belly.
What?
Yeah, it happened.
Who was this?
This was
That's why
at
we're friends.
I know, right? No, this was okay. Like, sorry, I'm going down the nerd hole. This was at an anime convention. It was like one of the cast of Dragon Ball Z, I think.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So-
Okay, not bad.
This is really why we're friends. Because in high school, I had a singer sign my crutches.
Your
Oh my
crutches!
God, ultimate nerd.
My crutches.
I'm so dead.
Oh, my word.
Wow. Look at it. You make this happen.
Between an inhaler and the crutches. Wow.
By the way, the person you heard laugh was Jasmine's boyfriend.
Yeah, just off screen, we've got some significant others.
Oh
so they're
my
the peanut
Hey,
gallery
you're
over
stuck
there
with me.
laughing
I'm
at
your
us.
problem now.
Ah!
Pathetic.
He's like, yeah, that's right. She's
He's
not
like,
lying.
What
He's
a
like,
nerd!
he's like, God, that inhaler sits right next to me in bed. I hate it.
He gets a little bit of the bed. The inhaler gets his half. So
Oh
he has
my
to make room
God.
for it.
Yo, Darth Vader, though, what's the weirdest thing you got autographed?
My face by Carrie Fisher.
What?
Glitter.
Really?
Wow.
That's not weird. That's dope. I'm
No,
sorry.
she,
best.
no. She
He's
signed,
gonna- I'm gonna be the dummy. Go ahead,
no,
go ahead.
no. She signed my poster, and then she also signed my face in glitter to Dupree, who's always been there for me, and then some. Carrie Fisher.
Can you keep doing that? That really is.
Yeah.
She wrote that much?
on my
In
on my-
glitter?
Yeah, and then
Wow.
some on the poster.
That's
So I was
awesome.
wondering, I was like, why are people leaving like her thing of like glitter all over them?
That's
And she
funny.
was like just
Yeah,
glitter. Yeah.
she
That's
And then she was like-
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Not gonna. Third Eye Vision says, not gonna lie. Sign inhaler is pretty epic and nerdy. That is
Yeah,
true.
see?
Yeah, that is
Alright.
true.
Hey,
that is
Felicity
true.
Jones loved it. All right.
You'll have to post a picture of that on your account now so people
Yes,
can see the close
yes,
up.
yes.
And then do it with the picture of her doing
Yeah.
the signing because you can see it in action and then the results.
So
Because
shout out to Mark Edwards for getting those pictures,
That
and
was
that
a
was
good shot.
before we even knew each other, like a good few years before we even met.
yep.
Yeah.
And then we got
I
the
swear
flag
you guys
sign.
met at like the the orphanage troops we did.
No,
No,
that
we-
was after.
Oh.
So we met at the morning one at Children's Hospital LA.
Yeah, we had done I think there was an event that morning and
Yeah.
then there was the premiere. And
Oh,
that was
okay.
like my first day in Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had been in
That's
for a
an epic
while.
first
okay.
No, that was quite an epic first day.
Yeah, that was.
And then
Wow,
we
that
got the
sounds. I was
flag
gonna say
sign
yeah.
for
It was like
charity.
I was there. I'm like yo, wait.
You're like, yeah, good
Yeah, I'm
job.
like yeah, I was there.
So if you guys
You weren't
actually
even
go
born
on
yet,
to like
bro.
YouTube
Nah,
or whatever,
You weren't even born yet.
if you guys check on
That's
YouTube
before
for
your
like
time.
the Rogue One red carpet premiere in LA and you hear someone sign the flag, it's for charity.
Mm-hmm.
That was-
no. Check the special features if you guys have the Blu-ray because they're in there in slow mo,
Yeah.
like the biggest like oh my god in
But
slow
we're
mo.
all
Yo, you know what? We gotta
we
look
have
for it.
some lines and
Yes,
everything.
we gotta look for it and like
basically
put it up.
we're canon.
Yeah, we're also
So-
talking in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
But what were
that was
what were your
special.
names in that? What was your
You know what? They didn't even credit us.
No,
The
they
nerve.
didn't.
Damn.
The nerve.
But you guys were wearing the Star Wars beanies from Disneyland, right?
No,
I had like a red carpet X-wing
Beanie
pilot
one,
chic.
beanie two.
It was pretty
Uh-huh.
amazing.
Beanie one,
Yeah,
beanie
she
two. There you
looked
go.
really good.
So all y'all with the Rogue One DVD, go check out the bonus
Yeah.
features if you want to see your girls.
And
I
if
have
you
I have a race sweater on. My hair was brown at the time, and I don't have glasses.
And I'm just all orange. So
Yeah.
If you guys happen to come across that footage, please send it to me on Instagram so I can post it and I will give you credit. And possibly we might even give you a giveaway. Who knows? For that.
oh,
that might be yeah, we
nice.
might even do it. You know,
All
we
right,
should do
the
that.
assignment
Yeah.
Taylor.
Yes, we might do
The
a
hunt is on.
Actually, you
It's a
know what?
scavenger
You
hunt.
know what? I'm gonna announce it here for the first time, and I thought I know you guys would be on board with it. Maybe what we can do is possibly get something and have all our signatures on it and give it away.
That
I didn't
would
even think
be
about that.
cool.
I think that would be awesome for everybody watching. That'd
Okay.
be dope. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
We'll talk about it more and we'll get back to you guys on that one. But I like that one. Third Eye Vision says Darth Vader's face tap by Carrie Fisher is coming soon. So you gotta get that, bro.
There you go.
He's right here. He's like, what?
He's
Okay.
like, huh?
Say that
So
again.
Third Eye Vision says Darth Vader's face tap by Carrie Fisher, meaning the
You
sign,
should have got it tagged.
Yeah, you should get it tagged.
All over
in
my-
glitter.
or it's gonna come soon.
Okay, if we're gonna do street cred, I once got an official nickname from George Lucas himself.
Oh yeah, you have the coolest nickname ever.
What
That's
is it?
right. Okay, so
It's not Meg the Hater, is it?
no, that would have been good, right? No,
Yeah,
he
would've
called
been.
me the guide. which I was like, that's like a really cool like official title in the Star Wars universe. If you were to ask me,
not bad,
like
not
the
bad.
guide, like what is even that, and what do they do?
Let's bring it a little.
I don't know,
bit
but it's
closer.
me.
Okay, not bad, not bad. Sorry guys, we're trying to adjust here so that way you guys can get.
Yeah.
My story. He just walked away from me and like I was a scary nerd because I saw Disney.
But I decided to go a different angle because I had to be strategic about it. I was like, I don't want to be like super like nerdy and turn it off. So I was like, I came at it from the college angle, and I said, oh, I went to USC because that's where you went.
Oh, nice. You went to
Yeah,
USC?
yeah, I did.
Wow,
Because that's where George Lucas went.
Oh wow.
And so I came in with
way,
that,
yeah.
and then he wanted to talk, and so I was like, okay, cool.
He's like,
But he didn't know my name, so he just kept calling me the guy.
When you find
That's
like
cool.
your niche in like aside from talking about Star Wars,
Exactly.
or anything, they're like, oh okay.
And
No,
shout
you're
out
not-
to Jet Lucas, who I didn't know who you were at the time, but you were just the only other tall person around, and so we were like hanging out all
I
night
have to say,
until the end of the night. And I was like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Jet." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is Jet Lucas all night. I've been hanging out with." I just wanted to hang out with a tall person.
I have to say, meeting Matt for the first time, you are tall. You are pretty
Yeah,
tall.
you
That's why.
wouldn't think when you just see this much of me,
yeah,
but I'm
Golden-
gigantic. I'm
yeah.
like a
She's
real
model
Wookiee.
size.
yeah, you are model size. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, model size is better than Wookiee size, I guess.
You went Wookiee first and
Yeah.
anything
I
else.
did.
That's
I
so
did. A Wookiee
funny.
model. I went straight to Wookiee.
Power of the Force says, "Hey, I danced with William Shatner for George Lucas." Oh, not bad. No, clap it up for that.
That's a good story.
Third Eye Vision says, "Guys, how they saved Carrie in the movie was cheesy. Though no cap. What do you guys think?"
What?
How they
I
saved.
her.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, in the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mary Poppins.
Oh, that save. Yeah.
Oh.
Look, we don't speak about.
It
Jeez.
just fit, man.
No,
Listen,
because there's shoes
you
on the,
only-
our chips are on that side. That's our snacks.
My,
She only
This is
spits on
empty
my
space.
helmet is on this side.
It's okay.
Okay, you know what?
It's
The,
okay.
the,
I'm gonna steal yours.
bringing it way back. If you've been following the stream for a minute, and we got Rob talking about having a plan. The fact that we never saw the three of them in a scene together
up until
ever.
ever.
Think
Yeah.
about
No,
this.
the big
Jurassic
three.
Yeah,
World
oh, the
did
big
it.
three. Yeah.
Yep.
Ghostbusters did
Did
it.
it?
Star Wars hasn't done it.
The only,
didn't
well,
do
they
it.
didn't get the big. Well, the funny thing is, so it's funny you mentioned that the big three, yes, the originals they didn't get,
They didn't get.
and it's funny because it took until Rise of Skywalker to get the new ones all together. So that's even
And then
worse.
they acted like they known each other for like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Post like, hey, I'm Ray. And Ray's like, hey, I'm Ray. And he's like, yeah, I know. I think I've heard about
yeah,
you. I saw that last movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We probably
my
met
gosh.
in the comics at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just like, when I saw that, I was just kind of like, are you serious? It took till the last movie to get them together.
Well, you know, and what's so sad is that
I mean, there was a whole bunch of things that was really sad about Rise of Skywalker, but that was one that really took it away to not really have the three of them. I mean, again, I know that Carrie Fisher did pass, so it was a little bit hard.
exactly they were.
But
kinda-
no, actually, no, because if I'm not mistaken, Rise of Skywalker was already finished filming with her.
No.
no,
No.
it wasn't.
No,
I thought it was.
she
Like,
passed
right
before
after-
Last
Last Jedi,
Jedi
you're
even
right.
came
Yeah.
out.
And it's funny they knocked
So
off the
they
wrong one.
could they
They
could have
knocked off Mark
actually
Hamill and
changed. Yeah,
It's
they
yeah.
could have. They still had time to change Last Jedi
Yeah,
because there was almost a year before it came out after
Yeah.
she passed, and they kept it to where her character stayed alive.
right.
Like, what's your plan?
What's your end game?
You specifically sabotaged the next director, going,
Yeah.
"I'm giving you a character that's alive that you actually can't do anything with."
yeah,
So good
Yeah.
luck. It was almost like watching like toddlers try to like sabotage each other over the same set of toys. Like it was really a shame
yeah,
because he could have tied up her storyline in that movie in The Last Jedi and had it be kind of an organic way for her to exit the story.
right.
And in fact, by showing a fake death scene of her in space and spending so much time on it and then bringing her back to life when you're sitting there as an audience member and you know that actress is dead, like it
was
felt
hard.
so wrong.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
hard.
It felt really disrespectful.
And it's the bad part is like you couldn't even bring Luke back. You can't even bring Mark Hamill back.
and then you still kill him
Yeah.
instead of letting him be like, okay, let's at least have one character to carry on.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just saying he
Next
wanted to
movie.
go at 9.
Yeah, he wanted. Yeah,
Yeah, they knew full
And
well
it's like
a
you
year
would-
before that movie
if
came
you
out,
would-
they could have salvaged it.
this
Yeah.
is my thing, and I'm sure you guys can agree. If you were gonna end the Skywalker trilogy, end it with him.
Yeah.
You're gonna like
No.
end it with his death in the last
Exactly.
one.
And what do we have? A Palpatine at the end?
Yeah. And he's
That
not
was
even a
trash.
Skywalker.
Get out of here with
kinda-
that.
I mean, we got Kylo sort of.
You know,
No, he
Kylo's
did.
trash.
Yeah, he was the last
He's trash.
Skywalker.
Yeah. Yeah.
From what we know
Oh.
From what we know of. From what we know
Oh,
of.
He was
no.
the last.
Because it could have been I suppose that Force touch. He touched her stomach and she might be pregnant.
Stop.
That is the stupidest thing. That's
Don't.
as
I'm
stupid as when
correct.
someone says,
Yeah.
"Oh, Palpatine
Could
is
you-
Anakin's
could you
dad."
imagine
You
that?
heard of that, right?
Yes.
Ew.
Could you imagine walking around pregnant? Like boom, just boom, you're pregnant.
Well, that was how I felt in the Marvel when Chris Evans was pulling that helicopter in from the thing. I thought I might have been pregnant after that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in Winter Soldier or Civil War, whatever that one was.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, one of them.
I was like, Civil War.
Once was Winter Soldier.
No, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, no,
was different.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Civil War, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean I think that again, like I said before, I'm excited for Kenobi. That one I think Kenobi's gonna be the one going off of everything that we've said. I think Kenobi's gonna set the tone for what's to come for the future. Because remember, a lot of these characters that we have post Kenobi are gonna be in this as well. Because Ahsoka's gonna be in it. Cassian Andor might be in it. No, he
No,
wouldn't be in it.
Cassian's gonna be way before.
Right.
And Ahsoka, do we know when that's set?
That's
That's
after.
a flashback. Well,
No.
I'm saying the scene with her in
Well, no,
Kenobi.
her series
Her
is
series, when
Mando
is it
area.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying with her in a flashback.
Yeah, I
with
know,
Anakin.
but she asked.
Okay,
when-
but you're saying that
she's
Kenobi
asking.
is setting up.
right.
But I'm saying if Ahsoka takes place before.
After.
After.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
After. Okay.
Ahsoka is tying in with Mando, so Mando's
Okay.
gonna show up in there too and take
Yeah.
up 2 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
at the part of Kenobi,
So it
if
really
we're
isn't
going
that
off
bad.
Rebels, Ahsoka's busy doing whatever the hell with them.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't really have time
No.
for...
No.
Wait, what?
Wait, for
Wait,
what?
when is Kenobi set then?
10 years after.
After
Oh,
Revenge of
10
the Sith,
years.
Yeah,
9
yeah,
years
yeah.
before New
I
Hope.
thought at that point she
So
was
it's in
already...
the in-between.
I thought she was already with the Rebels at
No.
that point.
No, she
Okay.
wasn't.
They didn't even have the rebels then.
Yeah, they weren't even. Ezra was.
I don't know.
No, Ezra
Bail
was
Organa,
born, but he was a kid.
The only rebels you have is what's her
Kanan?
face? No, not even. They're not even. at
Hera?
the- No.
We're talking about what rebels?
No.
He's
The
all
show?
bad.
No,
Show.
you don't get it.
Oh.
The fools from Solo, the little biker gang.
Oh,
Those are the only rebels you have.
I'm thinking rebels.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
the Cloud
early?
Raiders?
Yeah, the Cloud Riders.
Oh, okay. I'm here thinking about. I thought we were talking about rebels. The show.
No.
No, I just meant like Rebels,
The Rebel
the
Alliance.
Rebellion.
Oh, the rebels.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
You know Bail
The Cloud
Organa has been
Rider,
on it.
Well, he's in it. Well, he already got confirmed. Jimmy Schmitz, he's in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's gonna be in it. Well, he had to because of that one scene that they already announced.
Mhm.
You didn't hear about it?
No, I live under a rock.
You gotta watch either Darth Vader.
Don't you watch the Darth Hater channel?
the Darth?
I'm
Everyone
Yeah,
subscribe.
Yes.
I'm subscribed to
To
you
Darth
guys.
Vader
I just don't watch
Or
Eternal Sith.
Eternal Sith. These guys have all the rumors, all the leaks. Like, if you want to know what
That sounded so bad.
is
I know,
coming
it's
or
just
what
so
might
bad
be
already.
coming, then
Get your
then
mind out of the
keep-
gutter.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
Boys.
I take it back. Don't subscribe to them.
No, don't say that. We need the subscribers.
All right.
Which one?
If you like leaks of any kind, follow these guys.
Especially Filoni sauce.
That Maloney sauce.
Yeah, I don't look. When I look with the Kenobi series, I think that would. For me, let me ask you guys this: what are you most excited for the Kenobi series? I'm gonna ask you that.
She's like his beard.
Hold on, I'm gonna save you for the end. Go ahead, Jasmine. What are you most excited for? And you guys in the chat, what are you most excited for the Kenobi
Him
series?
to sign my
Hey, I have some
name.
new ones. Yeah. I'm
That's
just excited for Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen to be
okay.
You know
what? I do want to hear.
critical thing.
Yes.
to have on side.
Yeah, after my surgery, it's on myself.
That's so funny.
But I do want because I showed my boyfriend Moulin Rouge, and I was like, I just want to hear Obi-Wan singing even a tiny bit. I don't care if he's
Want to
doing
hear him
his dishes.
singing?
He's
Yeah.
actually a really good singer.
So I just
Ewan
even
McGregor.
if he's just doing his dishes and he's like humming to himself, I just want to hear it like 2 seconds. That's all I ask.
This is what you're looking forward to most at Obi-Wan.
I want it to happen.
I
But
mean,
no,
I would be, yeah,
I'm
sure.
just looking forward to him and Hayden being together again. That's it.
Okay.
My expectations are low, so Boba Fett ruined me.
Oh, wow.
And not in a good way.
The hate is spreading, guys.
What about you? What are you most excited for?
I
Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
I don't care about nothing
That's all I
else.
care about. I care about Obi-Wan. I want to see Vader again. I mean, I do, but I want to see him.
You don't like.
Yeah.
You don't want to see. You wouldn't want to see. You
Yeah, I care about him, but like at the same time, I just want to see Vader on screen again. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
What if they ruin him? What if they do him dirty?
More dad puns.
Don't
Stop.
I yelled at the premiere in front of all the filmmakers. I was like, "What?
That was you?
Yes." When he made a pun, I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Dude, Vader just made a pun. This is stupid."
It was great. It was
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
y'all-
so mad.
hey, y'all
out of
say that.
10.
You don't say that.
So
10
mad.
out of 10.
So here, what is it, guys? Third Eye Vision says, guys, my fiance doesn't believe her name sounds like a Star Wars character. Help me out. Pronounced Sochi.
Sochia?
I guess.
Sochi?
Sochi? Yeah, that sounds kind of like exotic and alien enough
Yeah.
that it could be.
Like a Twi'lek name.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sound like a
Sochia
Twi'lek, and that
Bendu.
sounds awesome.
Sochi.
Sheriff Bendu.
So,
Yeah. Anything hyphenated too is a
Just
really
add
cool
Bendu
Star Wars
to
name.
it.
you know, so you
Guys,
guys,
don't talk about Bendu. You're gonna make him cry.
you know what's funny? This reminds me of. It's like you guys have seen. What is it? Is it Jimmy Fallon or is it no Jimmy Kimmel? That he has like the guy. Yeah, one of the Jimmys that he does his thing and then he has the guy in the background that does like the laughing or whatever the case may be. Basically like
Kimmel's got Uncle. Whatever.
Yeah, he has like the
I fight with him.
Ernesto
Okay, so-
or something. What was his
Yeah.
name?
so he's that. He's the guy in the background.
Yeah,
They gotta get him on the panel, but he won't show his
He
face.
just-
You just hear like a little
He's like,
Yeah.
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah, I know.
You're about to say sexy Wookiee.
No, he's
Dad,
gonna
you're so
no.
good to me.
He's gonna say Jimmy and it's like, oh, I mean Jasmine.
Oh man.
He's
What
gonna
about
take
you?
my hanger
Kenobi
away.
was.
Oh, Kenobi. You know what? They've got a really bad track record as far as
Oh my
as far
God.
as
Meg the
as
hater.
far as characters and story goes.
Here's
So
Meg-
you didn't like the Mando then?
You know what?
the Mando. We're really calling
The
it the Mando.
The Mando.
The Mando?
I wanted to give it a chance because I was like, hey, you can
The
do
Mando?
anything with this
Just
character.
out of the.
There were some
The
good
Meg the
things
hater?
about it.
Meg the hater.
That he did kind of stay sort of mysterious and kept his helmet on. I think there's a benefit to that.
Okay.
He was in a cult.
Well, you know, having like armor on
Subscribe
all
to
the
the
time
channel.
is kind of cool.
He's in a
Wish I
cult,
had a
right?
commercial.
But unfortunately, the story they decided to follow was one that we've seen before in a lot of like Kurosawa movies and a lot of westerns, and that the formula of every episode of him finding somebody who told him where to find something else and then giving him something he needs to get there, and then he goes there and somebody else shows up and helps him accomplish the mission. It's very much like side quest and cutscenes.
Third Eye Visions is like, oh no, Meg the hater back.
Yay, y'all! This is my
I
time.
hate Star Wars,
already.
but I love it. I hate it.
Oh my god, yo.
I'm happy to see Ewan McGregor, okay? Like, I'll watch him, but I don't have a lot of hope for what they're going to do with the character and what they're going to do with the story. I just don't know if they are even smart enough to have a plan for it.
Oh.
It's just going to be
Straight
one thing after
sauce.
another and then a bunch of cameos and this thing and that thing, and it's really not going to go anywhere. Or develop anything or dig deep into what he's going through. And you know what? I'll be happy if I'm surprised, and I will admit it. And if they surprise me and they do something really deep and impactful and I care, I'll say it. Like, I'm not hating for the sake of hating. They have not impressed me yet.
Yeah.
And they've got everything they need that has the potential to make something good. And they haven't done what they could with it yet.
Yeah.
But if this is the one, and maybe these ones that they've taken more time with will be better because they've taken the time. But if I just don't see the track record yet. They haven't proved it. So
Third Eye
We'll
Vision
see.
says, okay, hot take. Did George Lucas copy? I can't even say it. Akira.
yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah. Heavily influenced by that and a lot of old serial Flash Gordon.
Oh, hands down.
Dune.
Even Dune, and now that that's a little more mainstream with the movies, you'll see
Yes, I
a
didn't
lot
like that.
of influence, like almost completely stolen. So yes, I won't say that George came up with something completely original. It
No,
was
he didn't
heavily influenced.
No, he didn't. We know that for a fact.
Exactly. So there's nothing wrong with stealing or
Well, the stealing is just getting ideas.
exactly
It's
being influenced or
paste.
inspired.
That's it.
That's fine.
Copy some hashtags.
But when it's a trope, when it's already to the point of being a trope, that I'm like, but I'm like, I know what this is and where this is going. Like in the Mando episode where they show up at the village and they're being terrorized by a thing and they're all kind of farmers. You're like, oh, I know what this is. You're going to teach them how to fight back, and then the thing's going to show up and they're going to fight. Like, we've seen it so many times that by this point it's a trope. It's no longer Seven Samurai. You're like, okay, this has been done a million times.
Yeah.
So when George Lucas did it, it was still like not mainstream enough to have been. Everyone was sick of this trope. But by now it is.
No, trope. It's Meg the Hater, the trope.
No, like. Don't ever go to tvtropes.com, because that is a rabbit hole. You will be on there for 4 days and you're not even going to realize that time has passed, because you're going to read one article after another and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's so true.
It's funny. Third Eye Vision says, yeah, Meg the Hater. When I saw the new Dune, I was like, I've seen this sand worm thing somewhere.
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
SpongeBob. The sandworms, the spice, like all this stuff. It is all very influential.
I didn't like Dune, to be honest.
Really?
I didn't. It was just dragged.
I'm like,
No, I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole thing. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a little bit of it. It was just it dragged.
And I'm assuming you didn't read the books.
No,
Okay.
that's probably why.
So
I don't read. I don't read the script.
Right,
The script reads me. Remember
that's
that.
right. The
script
script
reads
reads you. Okay. See, yeah, I'm a fan of the book, so it's
well, you know.
I read the literate old people around here. We sit in our armchairs with our cup of tea and we read
Cup
the
of
books.
whiskey, cup of bourbon.
That's right, with our bourbon.
Oh my
No,
god.
so it is a little different if you know everything that's going on in the characters' heads. So I can see where it might be a little dry for someone who's just like, what the F is this?
I'm not gonna lie. I saw it and I'm just like, bro, there's a lot of big name actors in that movie. That's one of the things I didn't like. Is too many. Like for me, when I see a movie, I like to see new actors get this opportunity to take on a new. Obviously it's not new, but bring it into live action. This trilogy or whatever they're gonna
franchise
do with it. Right. So I would have loved to see somebody different, which they did. They have the kid. What's his name?
Timothy Chalamet.
Right. He's up and coming. So it's nice to see that. But the other ones, like I just Zendaya.
I'm
Jason Momoa.
sick of Zendaya for like, oh my gosh, could you not be in like one thing for a second? She's like the Ahsoka of real life. Like, get out of my franchises. Jeez Louise.
I'm gonna laugh if she's Ahsoka and Kenobi.
Oh my
I'm gonna die of
that
laughter.
would just be like,
oh my god,
Ahsokaception.
I'm telling you, she'll double delete. She won't just delete Mariah's mom's account.
Everybody.
She'll delete the fathers, the
Disney
brothers.
Plus
That's it. It's been banned from the Carly household.
She's gonna be outside Star Wars Celebration with a sign. Not my Star Wars.
Yeah, not my Star Wars.
But I'll watch Oscar Isaac in anything. So
him, I didn't mind. No, even him too. I'm not gonna lie. He's getting like now he's in Moon Knight.
That's true. He's
doing a lot of things because you know what?
All the things.
And one of the things that Tom Holland said that I actually liked is that one of the things he liked to actually Robert Downey Jr. gave him that advice. Ride the wave of the movies that you're like, for example, Spider-Man. That's very hot. Ride that wave and then be done. Like for example, Robert Downey Jr. did Sherlock Holmes, all these things when Iron Man was out. Okay, cool, done. But don't just keep it going and going. That's to me it just drags. That's what I don't like. So, for example, Zendaya, I get it. She's riding the wave of Spider-Man. Makes sense. It does make sense. But I would say after, just kind of like take a break for a little bit.
Yeah.
Same thing with Isaac. Like he did Star Wars. Like I feel like he should have taken a little break. Like whatever he would have done before. Like now, I feel like it should have been done before. Me personally, I'm seeing him in too much. I think me personally.
So how you feel about Zendaya is how you feel about Oscar
right?
Isaac.
Basically, no. I mean, I love him though. I
man, trying to get a paycheck.
No, listen, I'm not knocking him. Listen, I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that I think that it's a little much when you're now in a lot of things because then you get played out. That's the thing. It's like an artist, a music artist. When you start doing a lot of music, you get played out after a while. And it's
like you hear the same song way too many
right,
times.
and it's like,
you're
I get
okay,
it.
skip.
Right. So it's like you gotta know when to kind of cut it and sit there and give some time. But again, I understand it. Like, for example, The Rock.
Take some
I'll give you a perfect
roles.
example, Dwayne
God,
Johnson.
he's so annoying.
I'm so tired. Like, and I don't even know how he got highest paid actor because
Take
he's.
a break and be with your kids, weirdo.
So I'm just like, look, like it's cool to see him, but like now he wants to get into what is it? He's in the
He's
Fast
trying
and
to be
Furious.
everything.
He's trying to do all this. Like even Jumanji, like I just feel like they're coming with things out of their ass, and it's like just give it a break, man. Say go back to.
With Kevin Hart starring in this.
Yeah, I'm just like, look,
in everything.
and then now, guess who's in it now? Now John Cena wants to get it. I'm
No.
like, oh my god.
John Cena is like
Him as
like
Peacemaker.
winning me over.
Yeah, I mean with
slowly.
Peacemaker, yeah, he's not doing such a bad job, but still, it's just like, you know,
He's a little more in between. Like every once in a while, he's in a thing, and you're
'Cause
like,
you know what it
him
is?
again.
He's
Yeah.
not
He's
too
starting off
bad.
again.
Yeah.
Depending on the role, it's not too bad. Like at least
And
we get a
now-
break from
The
And now-
others is very oversaturated.
and now it's true, like Power of the Force says, he's gonna be Black Adam. It's like he's just doing everything, and it's like I'm kind of like, all right, can I?
The
like,
thing
give
is,
up-
he doesn't have a lot of range. He's always playing the same character.
Yeah,
Brolic,
funny.
because he's
Just
brolic.
him.
That's all.
Yeah.
What more could
Funny
you do? How could you? What more can you? In every movie, think about it. Like, my bad. He's a cop. He's somebody that's kicking somebody's ass. Because again, what more could you do?
Exactly.
The
He's
funny
very
thing
typecast.
is, like, he did a movie. What was that movie, San Andreas, where he was like
Yes.
helicopter pilot, and then right after that, he was in Rampage, and somebody was like, "How do you know how to fly a helicopter?" And he's like, "Yeah, my last job." He means his last
The last
movie.
movie.
And then after that, like, he's in that movie Skyscraper, where he basically
Oh
plays
my
Die Hard
God.
with The
Exactly.
Rock, and it's the same thing.
Oh,
He's a
my
military
So that's what I'm
dude.
saying. And the movies, they're not even that
Which
good.
is why Jumanji was funny because it's very tongue in cheek. It's like here's the typecast character that he always is, and he plays into it because
Yeah.
it's a joke at that point.
Yeah.
So that's
Third Eye Vision
Right,
says
that's
here the guy that designed the poster lettering in June needs a raise how everything is spelled the same in the same half circle.
oh yeah, it's like this,
Yeah.
and then this, and then this, and then this. Like it's actually very clever.
Yeah.
The graphics in that one, yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, guys, this was a fun stream. I think
Yeah.
this was really fun. Yeah.
I know. I can't believe we just ranted. Well,
I
I
know.
ranted. For,
No, yeah.
For
I
that
mean,
many
you guys-
hours.
I hate Star Wars.
Do you want to keep going, or do you guys? We could keep going.
You know, we got more adventures to come,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say.
stay tuned. Watch our channels,
Yes.
either here on YouTube or check
Yeah.
us out on Instagram because there may be some more surprises tonight. Who knows?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll definitely say that. So again, we want to thank everybody for tuning into this special edition of the Star Wars Fam Bam here live in LA and Cali, where we're all together for the first time. Well, me for the first time. So this was awesome. I'm super grateful for those who tuned in because again, this was a very special one, and I can't wait to do the next one with you guys. And it's so sad the next time I'm gonna see you guys on a live stream is gonna be unfortunately
Oh,
back at
our
home.
little
I know, those
squares.
square boxes. I know. But hopefully we have some things planned up for celebration. Hopefully, we have some things coming up overall, and we'll let you guys know, and we'll keep you in the loop. So just stay tuned. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you everyone who showed up and gave me some nice nicknames and
Yeah.
had some great questions for us tonight.
We're gonna get that one to stick though, Meg the hater.
The
We
hater.
gotta get that one to stick.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. I have
You
to
know
say.
what? Yeah, maybe next
Yeah,
time I'll
change
show
your
up with that.
Instagram
on
name.
the-
Yeah, I
Meg
think
the hater.
Meg the hater. I actually like that one. That's a really dope one. Dark side principle. You. I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. You all behave yourselves tonight or not? Is that what I think?
You all
Maybe
behaviors.
we will.
Whatever.
Maybe
Okay,
we
I'm not
won't.
even-
Stay
Okay,
tuned.
we're not gonna
we're
get
not.
into that.
Stay tuned.
Third Eye Vision says they need to take notes from Sam Rami and
Sam
learn
Raimi.
Remy,
Yeah.
and learn to walk away. Exactly.
Mhm.
Binksy says waiting for the sign giveaway. That one might come soon.
Yeah.
Third Eye Vision says great stream, guys. Well, we appreciate it again. We might go live in a little bit on Instagram, or maybe I'll come back here on YouTube live because a lot of you guys are here and follow us more here. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, this has been awesome.
Yeah.
So happy to have you guys here. We got to do this live stream together. Can't wait for the next one. And tune in, guys. Next Wednesday, I'll say we'll do one on the first season of the Clone Wars, where we'll talk about that. What do you guys think?
I gotta watch Clone Wars now.
Girl, you have Mariah Carey's
Oh
account.
my
Don't even play
God.
yourself.
Just use her mom's
I
account.
gotta watch
Oh,
Clone Wars.
Exactly. Yeah, listen.
Meg the
And
hater
you
is
gotta watch
about
the
to
movie,
have her
too.
day.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta watch the movie too.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you got to do all that. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe here to the channel at the Eternal Sith. Subscribe to Darth Hater 23 on YouTube. Also
Megan
follow.
of Try or Megan.
Verity
Hater.
_who.
Yes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Many blessings. Later from California.